from Miami.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Yeah, on a draft day Tuesday. The NBA draft is tonight. So happy you're pre-gaming with us here on the Blitz 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel, and well, look who's back. Jason Minix in the house.
It's, well, I'm back. I would say it's good to be back. I'd much rather be on vacation.
Oh, well, wouldn't we all?
On a beach in the Grand Cayman, although my wallet and my liver said it's time to go home.
Yep. Now, the liver screams at you after a few days at a place like that.
Not really.
Well, mine did.
Well.
For sure. But it's good to go. It's good to come back, and a lot to come back to tonight. Obviously, the Spurs with the number 20 overall pick. A lot of wheeling and dealing in the NBA already. And, well, I'm hoping, beyond hope, Minix, that the Spurs might just have a deal up their sleeve.
For a Jaylen Brown?
Perhaps.
Since Giannis is in Miami. And I find it, I don't know, comical, interesting. 2 or 3 weeks ago, when the rumor started again that he was going to be out. I mean, this has been the longest divorce between a team and a player in some time, right? But when the option is Miami or anywhere else, of course you're going to choose Miami. Would you rather live in South Beach or Boston?
Well, obviously.
Or South Beach or wherever. You add in the tax situation in Florida. South Beach is going to win every time. Every time.
I'm wondering, though, I think Giannis, he always said his preferred destination was the Knicks. That didn't happen. They never even offered. But I don't know if he might have enjoyed Boston. Lots to get into there because you wonder why. I mean, Boston offers Brown and 2 first-round draft picks. You see what Miami offered and what they originally settled on, a lot more. Coming there, not the stature of a Jaylen Brown, but I read a report today that Milwaukee was afraid that Brown wouldn't sign an extension with them.
And that's probably very, very true. It's interesting when you're on vacation, and I hope our mayor is listening. When you're on vacation and you're in, I don't know, I was in the Grand Cayman, but pick your destination pool, and you say you're from San Antonio. And those people have no idea what you do for a living. It's just, hey, where you from? And you're drinking at the pool. San Antonio.
Yep.
The immediate condolences. Oh, man, the Spurs. But, boy, you guys are going to have so many championships coming. I even had a dude wearing a Jalen Brunson jersey say, you guys should have won that thing. I don't know how we won that thing. Thrilled that they won that thing. But the condolences that come, but then the outlook on San Antonio. You say you're from San Antonio, and the Spurs is the first thing that people talk about. So when you think about the idea of Project Marvel, and I know there was some news about that while I was on vacation, but it is the common ground. But I was also talking to a dude who is from Vermont, and but he's a big Celtics guy. And it's interesting because, you start talking NBA and the trades, and he was like, yeah, if we don't get Giannis, I think we're going to work a trade with you guys, saying the Spurs, and Jaylen Brown, and what that guy would want in return, which would have been a Devin Vassell and, a Dylan Harper. And what would the Spurs be willing to give up to get a guy like Jaylen Brown? And I said to him, I was like, one of the problems with Jaylen Brown, and I would love to have him, but if he doesn't want to be second fiddle to Jason Tatum, is he going to want to be second fiddle to Wemby? Because Jaylen Brown, if he comes to San Antonio, would not be the star. He would be second fiddle to Victor Wembanyama. That's, and he was like, guys, it was like anybody would go play second fiddle. And again, just dudes sitting around a pool. I would Jaylen Brown, because I don't want to fall in love with the idea of a Jaylen Brown potential trade. One, Spurs making a blockbuster like that,
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, I don't want to like start getting my hopes up that could happen if you've got a star player, and I love Jaylen Brown as a basketball player, but if he doesn't want to be second fiddle to Jason Tatum, he's not going to come here and have Wemby play second fiddle to him.
Well, that's not going to happen, and I think he would know that. But look, you got to think about what you would give up. I think Spurs fans would be happy that obviously De'Aaron Fox would have to be included in that just to make salaries match up.
Sure.
You really have no more need for Julian Champagnie if you get a Jaylen Brown in here. And it may even cost you a Devin Vassell salary-wise or a Keldon Johnson.
Or a Carter Bryant.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know that I'm willing to give up a Dylan Harper for a Jaylen Brown, but my same concern that Milwaukee had with Jaylen Brown, San Antonio would certainly have to have.
Well, they would.
Is Jaylen? Are you going to give up all those assets if Jaylen Brown isn't going to sign a long-term deal?
Well, no, you're not. And so that's I think what Milwaukee was concerned about and why it took so long for them to get it done. There was also reports that Milwaukee didn't want to give up some of their up-and-comers, as they see it, which they didn't want to do that. Or Boston, I should say, didn't want to do that. So, I don't know, but Giannis goes to Miami, and I'm not sure how to read that deal, to be totally honest with you. Everybody, they're going to have a good front-line defense. I mean, the defense is going to be fine, but who the hell's going to score other than Giannis? I don't know, and I'm not sure that – I mean, obviously, Giannis is a great player, but I'm not sure if that puts Miami over the top.
I don't know that it does yet. I mean, you look at the odds, I think they've got the fifth best chance to win a championship now. But they also have until July to finalize this deal. And I wonder right now it's two teams. It's Milwaukee and Miami. But by the time July 6th or whatever day rolls around, will other teams be involved? And it clearly is the beginning of whatever dominoes are going to start falling for Miami and Pat Riley as they put this thing together. If we're going to change the foundation, now they do have to put the pieces around them. And it might take 2 years. You know, it might take all of this season and then whatever they're able to do next offseason to be what you want to be when you make a move like what they're making.
Well, I trust Pat Riley completely, and I think he's going to do whatever he has to do. But keep in mind, Giannis is 32 years old. He's had some injury issues over the last couple of years, too.
Yep.
So there's all kinds of things there. Now, look, you go out and get a Giannis. I'm not saying Miami did the wrong thing. I just think that there has to be some tweaks involved. There has to be. Because they've got to have some punch other than – you got Bam Adebayo, I get it, and he can score at times. Obviously, Giannis can too, but I'm just not sure they have anybody on the outside that can score the basketball on a consistent basis. So – we'll see, but, I mean, Pat Riley is Pat Riley, and he'll get it done.
And that's it. There are some front offices that you have confidence in, that you pulled this move, and what are you going to do with it? And you look at again, you're going to South Beach, which is South Beach. You get the Florida tax situation, and it seems like when there are big moves to be made, whether it was Shaq or LeBron or, I mean, Miami is able to stay in the mix by getting players that want to go there and having the stones to pull off moves like they were able to pull off. And Boston, again, I know they were right there in the hunt. What does Giannis want? I know we heard New York, but New York just won a title, and maybe he did want New York. Pick the New York team. But if you're given the option, where's your preferred destination? You're going to pick South Beach.
Well, I would think so. I would.
I mean, all of it. I mean, he's from Greece. He's from the beach. He's been in the cold weather. And, again, that was the longest divorce from when the rumor started that he wanted out to actually a trade being, I don't know, not even officially announced. I mean, Shams broke it, so it's there, but won't be official until July. But all the dominoes are in place because you've got the draft coming up tonight. So Miami, Boston, Milwaukee, they all needed to know the direction heading into tonight's draft.
Absolutely, and that's why Milwaukee wanted to get this deal done before tonight's draft, and it comes through. I was shocked when the news came up last night, unfortunately, after the show, but it did, and I was surprised it was Miami. So We'll see where that goes. But, again, I would love to see the Spurs pull off something. If it's a Jaylen Brown, a blockbuster deal like that, I don't know. A Trey Murphy in New Orleans, the Pelicans say to be maybe dangling him out there might not be a bad deal. Kevin Durant and Alperen Sengun, I just read a story, could be made available. Don't want Durant, quite frankly, but Sengun would be that enforcer that the Spurs could use.
Oh, I could use a Kevin Durant too.
Oh my God!
Sharp shooting three.
Well, yeah, let's get him a wheelchair and a bag where he has to pee in it.
All right. Did not have colostomy bag on my bingo card today.
He's old.
Did he not play? How many games?
He's old.
Did he play 82 last year?
And then he faded in the playoffs.
Okay.
Completely. Like sometimes, look, I get it. LeBron James is going and he's playing at a high level in his 40s. Some of these guys just are not able to do that. And I'm just not sure Kevin Durant is one of those. I certainly wouldn't want to take a chance on a Kevin Durant, considering what you're going to have to pay that guy.
How many games did he play last year?
I don't care. It's all about the playoffs. What was the Spurs' biggest problem this year in the playoffs? Fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From our young players.
Well, we don't need an old guy petering out in the playoffs.
Wow. You know, apparently our YouTube signal has been petering in and out.
Is that right?
As soon as you brought up colostomy bag, man, YouTube went, wait, this is for young people.
Well, I suppose it has been kind of weird, hasn't it? I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you guys are seeing that out on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. If you are, let us know. It just kind of goes
that's all
in
I
and
know.
out.
The comment section.
Okay,
And
all right.
damn it, Pledge, figure this out.
Yeah, Pledge.
Come on,
What's
dude.
going on? Just a reminder, by the way, if you weren't with us yesterday, we started a little NBA draft contest that we are going to continue today. We got 4 participants yesterday, Jason. Anthony, Pedro, Justin, and Manny all made their pick selections. We're going to get 4 more today. So what you need to do is, brush up on what you think the Spurs are going to do at number 20. You can't choose Allen Graves. No Chris Sinak, whatever his name is, from Houston.
That's what I like.
You can't trade away the pick because Justin went there, and Kareem Lopez has already been selected.
So wait, nobody has said Allen Graves?
No, they have. That was the first
okay.
one. Yes.
Terrace Reed.
Nobody said that yet.
Right.
No.
All right.
And there was a kid from the University of Texas on a couple of mock drafts that had the Spurs taking.
I just don't want
20.
another guard. I've seen a lot of mock drafts with guards.
Well, I've only seen one, and we poo-pooed that right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's got to be something else. Has to be something else, depending on what happens with De'Aaron Fox, and, well, he's not going anywhere. We're talking about the NBA draft. We're talking about the Spurs. 4 picks in the draft. Only 1 tonight, and then 3 tomorrow night, but they will get started tonight. What are they going to do? Will they select at 20? Will they trade out? Will they trade up? What will they do? Let's talk about it when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, nobody ever plans on getting arrested, but it does happen to a lot of people every day for all kinds of reasons. If you get arrested, you know you want to get out of jail fast, and you know the best way to do that is by calling my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747, or you can start the bonding process online, mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail, and you don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you truly understand what all those conditions are before accepting it. Whether it's you, a family member, a friend of yours, you get arrested, you know your best option for stress-free bail bonds is AA Best Bail Bonds because, 1, nobody beats their price. They do offer payment plans, have a free shuttle service because when you get arrested, you don't drive yourself to jail. Your car's somewhere. They'll get you back to it. And, of course, they are discreet and confidential and open 24/7 with offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. So if you're down at the coast, up in Dallas, anywhere in between, license number 149, call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online at mybestbailbonds.com.
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. Trade every match from the opening rounds all the way to the final. Last week, Portugal was trading at 12% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade could pay out $800 if they win soccer's biggest prize. Want to know where they're at today? Check Kalshi. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code PITCH to get a $10 credit when you trade $10. That's promo code PITCH. Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Must be present in state where it is legal to trade. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. $10 free credit with no expiration. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory.
Texas Gun Shows brings you the largest gun shows in Texas, and this weekend they're coming to Round Rock. Open this Friday, 4 to 7 p.m., 10 a.m. to 5 Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 4 Sunday. Texas Gun Shows is at Embassy Suites Round Rock Friday through Sunday, 270 Bass Pro Drive.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the Morning Huddles. Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1.
It is Tuesday, but not just any Tuesday. It's NBA Draft Day Tuesday. Thanks for spending a little time with us here on the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe. He is Jason. And Spurs, well, they got some work to do, perhaps. What will they do? Will they stay at number 20? Will they trade up? Will they get out of the first round altogether? Will they make a blockbuster deal? All of those things, I think, perhaps on the table.
You know, it is interesting, Joe, when you think about what the Spurs can do at 20. It's for the first time in a long time. They're not drafting a player that you expect to come in and make an immediate impact. Mm-hmm. And I say that knowing full well that Dylan Harper, by the end of the year, you thought, man, that guy should be a starter all the way around. But you know he's a foundational piece. At 20, the Spurs aren't looking for a foundational piece. Doesn't mean they won't find one. But at 20, and you see some of these different mock drafts, and I had a long travel day going from the Grand Caymans to Orlando to Dallas to San Antonio. That took a minute. And so you have plenty of time to read all kinds of things. And I would get angry every time I saw a guard linked to the Spurs. I don't need another point guard. Now, generally speaking, best player available. And we said the same thing last year. Dylan Harper's available, but do we need a guard? Well, how do you pass up a Dylan Harper? At 20, you're not going to have that problem. There, you can draft more for need. You need something in the front court, not something in the back court.
Totally agree with that. And again, I saw this yesterday. This Iowa guard who is very good, by the way, but it just doesn't. It's not a need. The Spurs are they have riches at the guard position. They need somebody that can bang. I mean, quite frankly, because Wemby's not that guy. Doesn't want to be that guy. They need somebody that can bang, and that's what I want to see them do. A lot of people talking about the Michigan center. I get it, but that dude, the Spurs would have to trade up and figure out a way. Every mock draft I've seen have him going in the top 10.
Well, and again, our poll question on YouTube, what will the Spurs do in the first round? Stick and pick at 20, trade up, trade back, or trade out of the first round altogether? Those are your 4 options. Go vote in the poll there on YouTube. The idea of a guard. Now, granted, before you overreact to whatever happens tonight at 20, if they do draft another point guard, would that be an indication that something is in the works that we don't know about yet? That means we need to replace a guard. That would be the only reason that I wouldn't freak out tonight if the Spurs did take a point guard. And when I say freak out, that means angry and scream at the TV, what the are you guys doing? Because if you were to draft a guard because you knew that one of the others was about to be traded, it just hasn't been announced yet, all right, I'd be all right with that. But initial thought is I don't need to help the Austin Spurs. I don't give a damn about those guys. I want to help the San Antonio Spurs team take the next step next year, and that's have a river parade.
Well, absolutely. And look, even if you got a point guard, unless maybe this kid out of Iowa would be the real deal, I mean, can you really rely on him? Even if they were to trade a guard, which means De'Aaron Fox,
yep.
I just don't. I'm not sure that could come in and help you right away. So I don't want to go there. I'm not sure anybody at 20 is going to come in and help this team right away. So that all remains to be seen. Maybe they find a diamond in the rough. I hope so if they decide to stick and pick there. But again, and I look, even if they do tonight, I think they've got to go out and make some moves. They absolutely have to. If they're minor moves, fine, and that's all well and good. The foundation is here. But minor moves have to be made. They've got to bring in some more veteran players in here. And again, somebody that can help Wemby out down low. He doesn't like to be down there. He's made that very clear. I don't think he holds up well when he's getting banged around down low, and they need somebody that can take some heat off of him.
And again, so many rumors involving the Spurs. And I'm trying to retrain my own brain. And we all need this retraining. It used to be, if you heard the Spurs involved in a rumor, you could immediately forget it because it just never happened. In today's world, I don't know that is necessarily the same. So you do kind of let your mind wander a little bit when you hear rumors, whether it be a Jaylen Brown, whether it be, I don't know, a Kevin Durant possibility, depending on what it would cost. 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Mike wants to talk about KD. Mike, you're on the Blitz. What's going on, man?
First of all, love what you guys do and just love your pull on sports radio in general. You guys have created a new listener out of me over the past few months. I love having you guys on the radio, so thank you for the opportunity.
Well, thank you.
I would just like to say that I think the only thing the Spurs didn't do this last year was finish. Part of that was 1,000% experience-based, and I think in this era, the era where players have not only moved, but they've teamed up with numerous people, and all of the most popular players have played together in the Olympics and played well together, and they all respect Wemby already. I think a move like Kevin Durant coming to the Spurs would give the Spurs the one thing they needed to win a championship last year. They held a double-digit lead in all 5 games. We don't need anything but to finish. Like, if we could have finished the games, we would have won the series. And if we have Kevin Durant, the issue with Kevin Durant in Houston, one, Kevin Durant's not going to lead anybody. Two, Kevin Durant is phenomenal at finishing. If we just put him in his role, which he would slot into beautifully in San Antonio, because he knows he's not the best player here, and he's not even like the most important second or third best player. He's just coming here to finish, which is exactly what he does on the Olympic team. He loves it. He lives in it, and he plays that role beautifully. It's the same thing he did at Golden State. It was just an elevated level of playing his role. And if we have to take it down a level, I just love a big like Naz Reid from the Timberwolves. Give me a guy who can shoot the three, spread the floor. He can play defense. He can handle the rock a little bit. He can block some shots. He gets back. Like, I think there's, like you guys said, minor moves that needs to be made, but I think we could get one of these vets who already respect Wemby, who know they're going to be on a limited clock, get him in here for a year or two, win a championship, teach Wemby a few things that he can carry for the rest of his career, and that's the gold mine right there, because we already got Carter Bryant, who needs to develop, who still needs time. Castle and Harper still need time to develop and grow their games. I don't think we need anything tonight outside of just somebody who can finish and just more opportunities for the guys to finish, which they're going to get next year in the playoffs, and they're just going to get a chance to do it over again. So I'm happy to run it back and just add a little finisher or add some education.
You know, Mike, I think what you're saying, though, and I think this team desperately needs, is that veteran leadership that you thought you were getting from De'Aaron Fox. And I know De'Aaron Fox has taken a lot of heat for what happened in the NBA Finals. And it's fair criticism, but everybody disappeared. But some of the mistakes made by your veteran guy, not that you would let slide if they were the younger players, but he was making the mistakes you would think a younger player would make. A guy like Kevin Durant, to your point, if he played the role like he did in Golden State, where he knew it was Steph Curry's team, it's a possibility. It also depends on the price tag. I'd love a Naz Reid. I mean, before he went to Minnesota, I thought Naz Reid would look good in the silver and black.
Naz Reid, I'm all on board, and I get exactly what Mike's talking about with Kevin Durant, but he's talking about Golden State. He's talking about the Olympics. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And he was a lot younger man back then. And look, I know he played well. I just don't see unless the Spurs are just going to say, hey, screw it, we're all in this year. And let's get some guys in here, and Kevin Durant can help us win a championship this year, but he's certainly not a guy that you're going to go long-term with. Naz Reid is. You want Naz Reid on this team? I'm all for it, man. I would love to have a guy like that can bang, that is going to help protect Wemby, and can score the basketball and play defense. And so you want Naz Reid? Man, let's go. I'd make that deal today.
Again, and I can't believe I'm arguing for Kevin Durant, but I am, because a sharp-shooting three like that. Now, if he's making $50 million a year, maybe not. But the last 3 years for Kevin Durant, he 75 games for the Suns, averaging 37 minutes a game. 62 games in 24-25, averaging 36.5 minutes a game. And last year he played 78 games in Houston, averaging 36.4. And I don't know that he would need to do that, to your point, to make sure there was enough in the gas tank left for the playoffs. But having that sharp-shooting three, and obviously anytime you say no disrespect, too, you know what you're about to say, but defenses aren't going to leave Kevin Durant wide open like they did Champagnie, right? I mean, they're just not. And so what does that free up for some of the other players? Like, again, if you can get Kevin Durant for a reasonable price, whatever reasonable is, $50 million is, I don't know at what point do the salaries start coming down, and hell, it's Peter Holt's money, not mine, but he's the kind of player that you need. And I know I wanted him last year. And it's funny because I'm not the biggest fan of Kevin Durant, the person, but I love Kevin Durant, the basketball player. I love, it's fun. He's too thin-skinned and all his burner accounts and all the stuff. But as a basketball player, I love Kevin Durant. And the fact that at his age he's still playing the minutes that he's averaging. I mean, 26 points a game last year. The 26 the year before that, 27 the year before that, 26. I mean, if you can add that, you add that. He's a 40% 3-point shooter. That's what they need.
For how long? For a year?
What do you mean for how long?
For how long?
I mean, he's been doing it.
I'm just saying for how long, Jason. I mean, when you got to look a little bit because if you're just bringing him in for a year, you can do that because his salary will go away when you've got to re-sign Steph Castle and start thinking about Dylan Harper and some of these other guys that you've got to redo. But bringing in a guy like Kevin Durant, he's a one-year guy, if that. He's a one-year guy. Maybe you get 2 years out of him if you're lucky. And so I just don't see where that helps this team. I think you bring in some veteran players that have some experience in this league. Look, De'Aaron Fox, we were thrilled with that move.
Yep.
We were thrilled
and I still
with it.
am.
And so am I. And I think De'Aaron Fox is going to get better. And we all forget De'Aaron Fox, he played at Sacramento. I mean, he didn't have a lot of playoff experience either.
Sure.
And it's not an excuse he played poorly. He did, and he's got to play better than that. But I think De'Aaron Fox is going to be your starting point guard this year, and I think you're going to see a difference in that guy. I think he comes back motivated. I just don't see a Kevin Durant. It's certainly not a long-term solution. If you're bringing him in for a year and you think that's all you need to get over the hump, then so be it. I just don't think that Kevin Durant is the guy. I would rather see somebody else come in here that is a veteran player that's got some miles left on him.
I know I'm not going to convince you, but I'm not signing Kevin Durant to a 5 or 6 year deal, right? I think you're signing him to a 2-year deal with an option on the third year. He's turning 40, and he showed no signs of slowing down.
Except in the playoffs.
I mean, didn't everybody in the playoffs kind of run out of gas?
Well, isn't that where you want him, though? You want his leadership in the playoffs. You want him to finish.
I do want him to finish, but I have seen him win rings with Golden State, but he's won rings. I mean, I'm not going to, I saw that entire Houston team breakdown in the playoffs, just like we watched the entire Spurs team breakdown in the playoffs. But when you look at what he's done in the regular season, and he does have championship-level experience at 37 years old, he's not showing any signs of slowing down. It's not like you're getting a diminished Kevin Durant when you look at the games played and the minutes played and the point production. If you want to isolate just for the playoffs, then we need to fire everybody on the San Antonio Spurs if that's what we're grading on when making a decision on what you could bring in.
Well, no, it's apples and oranges. Kevin Durant's 37, 38 years old.
Sure.
Steph Castle is 2? I mean, there's a hell of a difference there.
Well,
so I mean, there's an upside to those guys where Kevin Durant is there. He's
so
there.
One ran out of gas because he's old, and one ran out of gas because he's too young.
Well, I don't know why they ran out of gas,
but they all disappeared in the playoffs, and sometimes maybe the matchups just work against you.
Well, they disappeared in the finals.
Yeah,
that's where they disappear. They didn't disappear against anybody else, and I think a lot of that, and we talked about it. They celebrate. They thought they won the championship when they beat Oklahoma City.
Yep.
And it pissed off the New York Knicks. And the Knicks came in here with a chip on their shoulder and said, "Screw you, young boys. We're going to kick your ass." And they did.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and I think all of that played a part in what happened there. And I think it showed the Spurs a blueprint as to what they need to do to get better, to beat a team like the New York Knicks who is going to beat the hell out of you. And that's how they play. And the Spurs have got to get a little more nasty. They've got to. Wemby's not that guy. So somebody's got to come. Somebody's got to come in and be that guy. And Kevin Durant's not that guy. I mean, he's just not.
No. So, and I just looked it up because I was trying to remember. Kevin Durant missed a couple of the games in that first round series because of a knee injury, right? So I mean, he disappeared because he had that weird injury.
You think that's a one-off?
I just look at it, the games played in the last several months or last several years and the minutes played, knowing how the Spurs manage minutes. I don't know that you would have the same issue that he had in Houston from that standpoint. You know, dude played 78 games last year, 62 and 75 the last 3, 8 the year before that because he had that injury with Phoenix. But you know, injuries are one of those things, man. You're always rolling the dice. I'm with you. I'm not signing long term a player that's 37, but a 2 or 3 year deal or a 2 year deal with an option. What was his deal in Houston? Wasn't that a 2 year deal? Like 2 for 100, 2 for 90, something goofy like that.
We can find out.
Yeah, we got a Google box.
Yeah,
I'm going off memory. But it is kind of one of those, like, and if it's not Kevin Durant, but if he's available, I think you got to look at it. 2 years, 90 is what he signed with Houston.
Yes,
so he's got 1 year left on that, and then he's got an option on a third year. So similar kind of deal that you would do for a veteran player. And I do think this young team needs some veteran players not named Plumlee. Or Cornette.
Yeah, Cornette's here, though. He's not going anywhere unless you trade him away.
A sharp-shooting three is something that you've heard me say for the last 2 years, maybe 3 years, that I thought the Spurs needed to go get. That was something missing within this roster and certainly showed up big. And like the caller was saying, you get a guy like that can make a key bucket. Maybe you don't blow a 29-point lead.
Well, perhaps. That was a disaster. Naz Reid, by the way, the Timberwolves have plans for him.
Sure.
With Julius Randle going away, Naz Reid's probably going to fill that spot. So he's probably not going to be available. And it would be difficult after they got rid of Randle to also get rid of Naz Reid. So that pipe dream's probably out of the question. Well, there you go. What do you guys think about Kevin Durant? Is he a guy that you would want to see in San Antonio? And can he help this team? Is that the piece that the Spurs need to put them over the top and to get them where they can finish and beat a team like the New York Knicks? Let's talk about it. 656-3776, 656-ESPN. You can get Jason at Jason Minix. On Twitter, I'm at Joe Reinagle 210, or you can go to our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. Go to sasportstar.com. Great way to get there. Like, subscribe, and you can comment there. A lot more draft talk. We'll talk some NBA stuff. A lot of trades going down before the draft. We're talking about that and a lot more. We continue here on the Blitz. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Orthopedics. Every day you wait, pain has one more day to take from you. If it's keeping you from work, workouts, sleep, or just feeling like yourself, it's time to fix it. At Orthopedics, we find the root cause and treat it. No pills, no surgery. Most patients feel better in just one visit. Covered by most insurance plans, visit Orthopedics.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Orthopedics, we fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Airrosti.com.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Did you really think Pure Talk was just going to sit back and watch America turn 250 years old without doing something awesome to celebrate? Of course not. That's why they're raising $250,000 for America's Warrior Partnership by the end of July. America's Warrior Partnership is on the front line of preventing veteran suicide. They've had extraordinary success, and here's how you can help. When you switch your cell phone service to Pure Talk this month, you'll be invited to round up to support America's Warrior Partnership. No pressure, but if you do, Pure Talk will match your donation dollar for dollar. And to further celebrate 250 years of our extraordinary democratic republic, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. That's pound 250, say Mike Rowe. And happy birthday to us.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, there are new Spurs. Who are they? What do you need to know? You have your tickets yet? Yep, Supergirl's going to be in the theaters Friday. We'll talk movies as well. Get here early. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
All you cool people, you better leave now because it's about to happen.
I don't know. This is one of those drafts that you're not on the edge of your seat, obviously, knowing that a Wemby is available or a Dylan Harper is available or a Tim Duncan is available. But it's one of those things that you can guess and maybe try to predict and all of that and debate like we've been doing as to what the Spurs need to do and how they need to handle this thing. I'm Joe. He's Jason. This is the Blitz.
The Kevin Durant argument continues. And again, guy tweets in, and mainly I want to read this one just because I love his Twitter handle, at Fat Face Mafia.
Fat Face Mafia. All right.
Joe Reinagle 210 at Jason Minix. KD, 2-year guy max, nothing more, enough to be helpful and get Carter Bryant to his early prime. Mm-hmm. And I'm good. 2 years and an option for the third, team option. And he's probably not going to see that. I'm good with that. Although, while I'm looking at my Twitter mentions, Wreck-It Joshua, you're on restriction.
I don't know, dude. I look pretty damn good in that skirt.
Those are shorts. Not a skirt.
Yeah.
The bra's a little much.
Well,
I don't know who photoshopped abs on you, but you wish the abs looked that good.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Or your legs.
Yes, yes.
Joshua, I did not need to see that.
This all started because yesterday, towards the end of the show, Sports Illustrated comes out with their goofy mock draft. It has the Spurs taking the guard out of Iowa.
Yeah.
And I said, that's not going to happen. And I'd be willing to bet something. And then Pledge chimes in, like you'd go to the Roo Pub in a Cowboy cheerleading outfit. And I said, I don't think Chip would go for that, but maybe something like that. So that's where that's where that came from.
A cross-dressing Reinagle wearing a Cowboy cheerleader uniform designed as a Spurs Silver Dancer uniform because the Silver Dancers are back.
Yes, they are.
This is great. Nice abs, by the way.
Yeah.
Although the look on your face looks like you just got goosed.
Well, as good as I look, Minix, I probably did.
Well, I'm just wondering.
I probably did.
I mean, the thong that you're wearing in those shorts must have twisted something because that's the look on your face.
Well, I look pretty happy.
I don't know if that's a sign of happiness or shock.
Well,
whoa, hey.
That's the sign of the facial expression of, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to enjoy this or not.
Well, exactly. But I'm just concentrating on getting the steps down.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, the routine.
Is that what you're doing?
We worked hard on that thing.
Yeah, Joshua, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Photoshop can be awful at times.
It really can be.
That's brutal. That is brutal.
Woo!
Thanks for the laugh. Don't do that again. Glad to be back from vacation, but I did not need to see that.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, well, he did a good job. But that's how that all came about. If you're wondering, I'm not just out wearing Cowboy cheerleader outfits. Well, occasionally on a Saturday night. Who knows?
I mean, Halloween rolls around.
You never know.
You can celebrate that at any point.
Yeah.
So what was what did I miss? If the Spurs or the Cowboys, who does what that you're going to wear that at the Roo Pub and dance on the counter? Because Chip will let that happen.
Well, not if he wants his business to continue.
Oh, no. I mean, look, I mean, we have a great relationship with the Roo Pub.
Yes.
If now he might not be happy about it, but I think Chip would be down with that.
I'm trying to see. Pledge Sim, did you send that in WhatsApp or Twitter?
Although that photo looks more like you should be dancing on the bar over at the Skinny Pig.
Well, that works too.
Or the Gopher Shack.
I never said I would do that.
Well, wait. So you're backing out on a bet?
I'm not.
Again?
There was never a bet made.
Well,
just to be clear.
Hold on. What was the bet going to be?
I just said I'd be willing to make a bet that the Spurs don't go there.
Where?
That's when with the guard from Iowa.
Okay, so if they take a guard.
Where's that Sports Illustrated thing, Pledge?
If the Spurs take a guard from Iowa, you're wearing what outfit at the Roo Pub?
Well, I am not.
When you are.
Wait.
I mean, nobody was here yesterday to encourage you to take a bet that you generally don't want to take. But somehow I'm able to get you to make dumb bets.
Here we go. Here is the mock draft from the Sports Illustrated. They have the Spurs taking a point guard out of Iowa by the name of Bennett Sturts. And I said, there's no way. Why the hell would they take a point guard out of anywhere? I mean, it makes no sense.
So if they do, you're going to wear that outfit at the Rue Pub.
If somebody can, does somebody have that outfit other than in AI?
I'm sure we could come up with something. I mean,
I probably not. I'll come up with something else. I'm pretty confident that they're not going to go with Bennett Sturts. Although he's I think he might be off the board anyway by the time the Spurs pick.
I mean, any other year you wouldn't be mad at that pick.
Well, no, but I mean the Spurs have a riches at the guard position. I mean that, and I know best player available is where everybody wants to go. But I think drafting at 20, if you're going to stay there, you go for need in this point in time. And I think they will have some guys there that fit the bill with what they need. And Sturts is not it.
I know she hasn't chimed in yet, but I'm sure Alexandra has something you could wear that's similar to that, because I know what she brought to pledge that one time.
Well, Alexandra got mad at me yesterday for saying Lionel Messi. She was upset.
Well,
Lionel.
You called him Lionel?
Lionel. She told me just to say
we're all becoming
Leo.
soccer fans right now.
No question.
Did you see Ronaldo today get a couple?
I did.
Can't believe I've turned into a soccer fan.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it's kind of fun to get involved with the World Cup. Because once the World Cup's over, forget about it.
It's back to cross country with the ball.
Yes.
But I have been so into the World Cup.
And I'm just sad because the U.S. game on Thursday is meaningless, completely meaningless.
Sad because they've already punched their ticket to the next level, the next round, whatever they call it.
But it's just I'm not even going to watch it.
Yes, you will.
No, I'm not.
What else are you going to watch?
I don't know.
There's nothing else on.
Color bars.
Color bars.
I don't really give a damn. Turkey sucks. They could probably put in anybody anyway. So again. But yeah,
you better not lose on Thursday.
I'm a World Cup connoisseur.
Connoisseur.
Yes.
Are we now?
Yes.
So was it the dude at the pool in Mexico from England that educated you, or
He
Katie
did.
Goodman in studio the other day?
Well, both. And I will give Katie props because she was outstanding, sitting there in your chair. Outstanding. She knows her stuff. I'm going to tell you that.
That's why she's our soccer expert.
Yes, she knows her stuff. And I got educated. And she called Mexico. They won that night, and then the U.S. won the next day. So it was all good. But yeah, the dude in England was good. Don't count England out. That team's pretty damn good.
You know, they're the Dallas Cowboys of the World Cup.
They
That's
are.
what I learned at the pool in the Grand Cayman.
Well, that's
apparently
a good, yes.
they think they should win the World Cup every 4 years, and they haven't won it since, I don't know, the 30s or whatever.
Well, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
For sure. France, Spain, all of that Mbappe guy is pretty good.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's going to smash Lionel's record.
Lionel.
Just to piss Alexandra off.
Could you imagine the great state of Texas? Yesterday you had Messi score a couple goals. Today Ronaldo scores a couple of goals down in Houston. And you guys can Google this because I'm not even sure where to find it. But I'm in the Grand Caymans and I'm watching.
Yep.
And their TV is far different. And like the World Cup games were either coming from Canada or from something I've never seen. But it's interesting because they all have the studio shows that look like we have here with their version of this guy and their version of that guy. But they had, in Canada, the Canadian version, all these sets, beautiful settings, and the Houston skyline with this beautiful mountain ridge behind there on TV. And I'm like,
Houston skyline, when did that happen?
Well, Houston's had a skyline, but the mountains behind it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It was spectacular.
Who miss? I've always missed the mountains when I go to Houston.
Exactly.
Just there this weekend, I didn't see any mountains.
Oh, man, in this one set where they clearly, I don't know where they're broadcasting out of, but the CG behind them, beautiful lake setting with these great mountains, supposed to be San Francisco. And I'm like, that's not San Francisco.
No. Well, that's all right.
Oh, did you find it? Oh, look, Pledge found it. Look at that. Look at that beautiful Houston background.
Wow, the mountains are gorgeous.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
I was watching that live.
Outstanding.
Uh-huh.
But people that have never been to Houston, they don't know any better.
Well, no. I mean, it's like, what is it, the Hyatt there that has the Texas-shaped pool down there by the baseball stadium?
Yeah.
You know, it's like they were set up there with the mountains behind them. And it's like, it's comical.
My favorite is the Rockets and the Texans getting in on that with their own social media.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's pretty wild.
It's awesome.
Hey, Ram, you're on the Blitz. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Minix? How was your vacation?
It was spectacular.
Man, it looked like it was spectacular. I took I think I food poisoned myself. I made some ribs Sunday for Father's Day, and I fell asleep, and then I tried to reheat them. So, and I got messed up. I'm just all messed up right now. But I went to work yesterday, and then today I'm like, no, it's not happening. You know, I'm throwing up everywhere. Nonetheless, so how do you think about what do you think about the Cowboys training camp? What do you think? How's it going to go?
It's going to go like practice.
Yeah, it's practice. It's everything. I think you're still a little delusional
I
from your
you're taking
ribs.
some medication there, my
I know.
friend. Yeah,
and he told Pledge he wants to talk about the Spurs draft.
Okay.
Great call, Ram. Feel better.
Yes.
Speaking of ribs, I'm gonna sidetrack here for a minute.
Why not?
Exactly. Why not? I did not know Grand Cayman was a barbecue hotspot. A lot of places down there have various styles of barbecue.
Yeah, was it any good?
It was.
Really?
It was spectacular.
Huh.
But I had some ribs at a place in the Grand Cayman called Peppers. And, you know, they have their traditional barbecue ribs. And then you've had jerk chicken before, which is very famous in Jamaica.
Yep.
They had jerk ribs.
Oh.
And they had jerk sausage and just jerk pork, pulled pork. And I need to figure out how to make jerk ribs because those were incredible. I've never seen them before, never even thought about, jerk chicken's good. Let me see if I could do that with ribs. I'd
make it the same way, wouldn't you?
Well, I mean, except for I need to tone down the spices a little bit for me.
Well,
right?
Yeah, of course.
So I was looking online at various like jerk chicken spices and rubs and sauces. But I'm afraid to buy those because if they're hot as hell, I'm not going to be able to eat it. But how do you tone it down? So you got to make it yourself.
Uh-huh.
So I've been texting some of my barbecue friends and trying to figure out how I can do this on my own. If you guys have an idea, or if somebody else has done something like this, let me know. Send it to me on social media, however you need to do it. Or if you've never tried it, but you can do your own jerk chicken, try it on ribs.
Yeah.
That was spectacular.
Huh.
Spectacular.
Well, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I was surprised, too. In Mexico, the steaks were fantastic. Typically, that's not the case.
Yeah?
It was good.
Yeah,
so,
but you were at a fancy resort. They're flying in that beef.
Well, I don't know what they did with it, but I ate it.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Yep.
All right, hey, we need another participant in our NBA Draft Challenge.
Uh-huh.
We need to do that right now. So if you've got a prediction as to what the Spurs are going to do, other than Alan Graves, other than Chris Senack, other than Kareem Lopez, and other than trading the pick away, then we want to hear from you right now. Caller number 5. We're going to stay consistent with that. 656-3776, 656-ESPN. We have got a prize package just for you. It includes a bobblehead, a 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star T-shirt, Nolan Ryan replica jersey with blood on it, which is outstanding, by the way. Plus, you get a koozie and a pen and, a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom.
Well, that is awesome. Can I clarify?
Sure.
Trade away.
Trade away.
What does that actually mean?
That means
no pick.
No pick. They're trading away, and it because if you think they're going to move up or down, you can still do that, but I still got to have a name.
So
they're going to trade up for X.
Okay.
Okay.
So trade away means they
Trade
do not
away
have
means
they don't end up picking anybody in the first round.
Exactly
Okay,
right.
cool.
That's what that means.
All right.
So there you go. Those are the 4 that we have already. It has to be somebody else. Caller number 5. Good luck to you. We'll put you in the running. We're going to get 4 today. And then, of course, that's all that's going to be in the contest, 8 people.
8 people.
And so we'll see what happens tonight, and then you will walk away with this fabulous, schwanky We'll even throw in the 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star
You give
bag.
it all. Just pick up the
whole
bag
thing.
at the
Bam.
front desk afterwards. So
Right there.
let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
What if of the 8? What if none of those guys get picked?
Well, they're all screwed.
We don't give away the prize?
No, you and I get the gift card, and we'll go to Mellow Mushroom.
That sounds like a plan to me.
That's what I'm saying. Look, there's so many mock drafts, and we went over like 5 of them yesterday, Jason, and all 4 of them had different guys. There was one that had anyway.
At 20, it's such a crapshoot.
It's a crapshoot. So you've got a pretty good shot at least picking a name that the Spurs might do. All you got to do, hey, go to some of these mock drafts if you're having a hard time.
Can you say a player not on the list?
No.
Oh.
What is it, like playing the field?
Kinda.
No. That'd be too easy. I need a name.
All right.
It's got to be a name at this point in time because I've already traded the pick away.
So trading out is no name.
Trading away, yes. Boom.
That's a
no
name. That's the only no name that can go on there.
Only no name that can go there because you're saying they're
trying
trading
to help you out,
away.
people.
Now, again, if you think they're going to trade up, the Spurs might make a move to trade up from 20 to 10, say. I still need a name there.
All right.
They're going to trade up for who?
I got you.
So that's how this thing works. And as soon as Pledge gets some info, we'll get this person on the phone, and he or she can let us know who the heck they want to take. It's going to be interesting, but I think it's such a crapshoot. And if somebody picks that guard from Iowa, I think you need to have some. All
right, we got a person.
Yep, we do. And I think that's a good pick, actually.
Man, you're on the Blitz. What's going on?
Hey guys, how you doing?
We're doing good.
Good. So my pick, I'm going outside of the box a little bit, and there are 2 things the Spurs don't have, which is a big power forward, and they don't have a guy named Jalen or Jaden. Okay. They're going to change that and go for that center out of Kentucky. I think it's Quintance or Quintance. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but that kid.
Sure, the Kentucky center.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's a good pick, and I would be pretty happy if the Spurs ended up doing that. So good. All right, you're in. And we'll see what happens. We're going to get 3 more before the show's over tonight, and I like that pick. I would be okay with that pick.
I would be okay with that. Man, you're in the running. Hang on. Pledge has to get some info from you.
I think he did already, but if he didn't, hang on and give it to Pledge. All right, we got a lot to talk about. When we come back, though, we just had the U.S. Open, Jason.
We did.
At a nice place called Shinnecock.
Uh-huh.
Or was it Shinnecock? Was it pronounced another way? Well, a news reporter thinks so. We're going to hear from her when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Riding I-35 with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. With a huge variety of metals in stock, we can help no matter what job comes your way. And we cut to size, because just like taxes and BS, we think metal is better when cut. Metal Supermarkets, the convenient stores for metal. Find a store or shop online at metalsupermarkets.com.
At the Institute for Functional Health, we are dedicated to helping you live life fully, playing with your kids, golfing, and feeling great without relying on pills. We're not about treating symptoms temporarily. We're about extending your health span, the years you live in good health. I'm Dr. Torres, and for over a decade, my team has transformed lives by tackling health issues at the root. Tired of medications without real answers? Take control of your health with us. Call 210-468-1891 for a free Discovery Day consultation or visit iffhealth.com. Improve your health span today.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Orthopedics. Whether your pain started yesterday or years ago, we treat the root cause so you can feel real relief fast. No pills, no surgery. Most patients notice improvement in just one visit, and we accept most insurance plans. Stop waiting. Start feeling better. Visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit airrosti.com.
It all connects. The girl who walks for hours to bring home the family's water, the school she can't attend most days, her little brother's belly laugh, her dreams of being a teacher, an engineer, the mayor. It all connects. But at Child Fund, so do we, through everything we do, so every child can grow up healthy, educated, and safe. Because we need each other. Learn more at childfund.org.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the big news today, Giannis Antetokounmpo is no longer a Milwaukee Buck. He has been traded along with Bobby Portis to the Miami Heat. Big name for the Heat, Tyler Hero, going back to Milwaukee. NFL announced today there will not be a supplemental draft this year, in part, they say, because there was only one applicant, that being former Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby. Texas Rangers, you can catch them tonight when they take on Miami.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagle. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
NBA Draft Tuesday. That's what we're doing it here on The Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Happy to have you along on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm Joe Reinagle. He's Jason Minix, fresh off a vacation, and he still smells like suntan lotion over there.
They didn't get burnt. I'm happy about that.
Welcome back, my friend.
It's great to be back, although, man, if the Grand Caymans hasn't been on your list, it needs to be. That place was incredible. Good vacation spot.
Very nice.
But nice to be back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Well, a lot to talk. Well, it's nice to be back for a day, and then you're ready to go back.
Something like that.
Something like that, right? Yeah. We all like vacation. Everybody needs 1 or 2 or 10. But we both had one. We're ready to go. Tonight's going to be an interesting night. Obviously, the NBA draft. Spurs with the 20th overall selection right now. We've got a poll up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page right now that you can call your shot on. What do you think the Spurs are going to do in the first round of the draft? Stick and pick at 20, trade up, trade back, or trade out? Stick and pick right now, 50%. Trade up at 27%. Some optimistic folks there, Jason, because I would like to see that too. If they're going to draft somebody, use some of that draft capital and move up a little.
Well, and again, I don't want another guard, but I'm not approaching this draft like we've done the last several, where you're looking for that. I want an impact player, but it's not one of those foundational pieces that you expect to get at 20. And if they were to move up, what has to go away in order to go get that player? And that's going to be interesting because, whether they go veteran free agency, they've got so much money to spend, or they're going to have money to spend with just some guys coming off the books and expiring contracts, but some needs that were exposed during the NBA Finals. Love Luke Cornett, what he did this year, but guy was an issue during the Western Conference Finals and the NBA Finals. So
yes, he was.
They need to shore up some serious help behind Wemby. A sharpshooting 3 would be nice. So a good physical power forward is kind of what I'm hoping I see the San Antonio Spurs look for tonight in the draft or through upcoming trades.
Well, and again, that's what I'm hoping. I want to see some, and I know they will. I know they'll add some pieces. So the draft is tonight and tomorrow, and then free agency period begins on June 30th. So I know the Spurs will add to what they have already. What will they add? Will they be bigger names or just guys that come in and play a role, which is pretty typical for the San Antonio Spurs team throughout history. That's kind of what they do. But those guys that they brought in back in the Tim Duncan era all played a role and all did their part. And so that's why there's 5 banners hanging up inside the Frost Bank Center right now. So it's going to be interesting to see with that 20th pick. 3 picks tomorrow night, so they do have those in their pocket if that is a bargaining chip for anybody. So we'll see what happens.
It's going to be good. So go vote in our poll there on the YouTube page through sasportstar.com, or if you're on YouTube, just search out San Antonio Sports Star. What do you think the Spurs will do? Stick and pick at 20, which is at 51%. Trade up, trade back, or trade out. So go vote in the poll. Right now, let's do the Headline Blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz. Brought to you by Novu Brazil Brewery in North Star Mall. 2 guys, 2 opinions, never enough time.
Now, admittedly, in the Grand Cayman, I did not watch a lot of golf over the weekend.
Okay.
I saw updates, saw some highlights.
Uh-huh.
And to a degree, we're all 5th graders. You see where they're playing the golf tournament.
Well, yeah, it's cool. You could say Shinnecock.
Yes. But we all have probably in our mind read it a different way, the way a TV reporter actually did.
And it's already been a year since Oakmont Country Club hosted the 125th U.S. Open. It'll be back here in Western PA in 2033. This summer, Long Island, New York is on the spotlight with Shiny Cox Hills hosting the 126th U.S. Open.
Wow. Did you catch that, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Not Shinnecock.
Mm-mm.
Shiny Cock.
Mm-hmm. Now, we've all seen it and kind of read it that way in our mind, right?
No.
I don't believe you, Ryan Eagle.
No.
I don't believe you.
Now, you know me in the term shiny.
And?
It's not that. So I'm just saying, and I don't know if she looks at the word shiny the same way I do. Maybe she does.
I doubt it.
Maybe that's what was on her mind.
Really?
I just hooked up with this dude last night. He sure had a shiny.
Whoa.
I'm just saying.
Are you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Somebody should. I don't know. Maybe nobody.
Want to touch it.
I mean, I guess you could look at that and pronounce it that way.
You know, Yasmin Rodriguez from the ABC affiliate in Pittsburgh, WTAE.
Uh-huh.
I can only imagine her mentions.
I would imagine she caught some social media flack and maybe a few phone calls or two.
Now, play it again, Pledge.
And it's already been a year since Oakmont Country Club hosted the 125th U.S. Open. It'll be back here in Western PA in 2033. This summer, Long Island, New York is on the spotlight with Shiny Cox Hills hosting the 126th U.S. Open.
You're going to have to just make that a little shorter, Pledge.
Uh-huh. No.
That's what.
She's never said that.
No, didn't.
No, she's never said that.
I feel bad for her because.
When do you think she realized she messed up?
Do you think that? I mean,
because you as a TV guy, when you're reading the prompter, and you just read what's in front of you, do you actually hear what you're saying? At what point do you think she actually heard what she said?
Well, I don't know, and I can't really criticize her much. Yesterday, I was calling Aaron Darnold. So I mean, it's
and Lionel Richie,
Messi. It's Lionel.
It's who?
Lionel. Or Leo. I was told to just say Leo, Joe. Just forget about it.
You can just say Messi.
Just say Leo.
Just yeah.
Either way, I felt bad for her. And she
no, you don't.
But I mean, think about that. As she's going over this story, thinking, man, did they really call it that? Is it really that? Hey, to each his own. Went out with this guy, and I tell you what.
Stop. And you've never seen can't even say it. You've never looked at that word and mentally said that. That's funny.
I've never said. But look, I've been watching. That's not the first U.S. Open they've had at Shinnecock.
Well, sure.
They've had a few.
Yeah, but again, though, even though you know how it's pronounced, you've never looked at it and said.
I can't really recall doing that anyway.
You're
but
too
it happens.
immature for me to believe you right now.
Well, you said you heard our good friend Maury Vasquez back in the day.
I've heard Maury say a lot of things.
Talking about Deion Sanders.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes.
Said he had a bulging Richard in his back.
Oh, he Maury speaks fast.
He does.
And I've got to be careful because I don't want to slip up like he did. But he was talking about the bulging disc in his back, but he mispronounced disc. Yes.
It was hilarious.
He didn't call it a shiny.
No, but it was bulging.
Pledge, you were reaching for the button. I thought you were going to hit something. You backed off. What are you doing?
He didn't go the way I thought he was going to go.
There's a lot of ways we could go with that, too. Which way did you think he was going to go?
I don't want a big, long thing down there.
No.
As long as it's not bulging, okay?
What about shiny?
Well, I don't even care for the shiny one.
You know, there's a missing giraffe in South Texas.
Really? Really?
Yeah. Do you know you could have a pet giraffe?
I did not.
Down near Lakey, Gracie the giraffe was last spotted west of Lakey. Her owner is offering a $5,000 reward for her safe return.
How the hell do you lose a giraffe?
Well, it got out of the ranch.
I know, but I mean, it couldn't be that hard to find.
You would think that you would be able to find a giraffe pretty quickly.
You would think.
But apparently not.
Huh.
Apparently, it was last seen on one of those game cameras. Now, you would think that, all right, where's the ranch that it escaped from? And let's get a helicopter and fly around until we find a giraffe. It should not be hard to find a giraffe.
Should not be hard. I don't know how you lose a giraffe. How do you have a giraffe anyway? And if you have one giraffe, don't you need two?
Well, if you want more giraffes.
Exactly.
I mean, it's about 100 miles northwest of San Antonio right now. It could end up here. If you run into the giraffe, the giraffe's name is Gracie. She has rounded ears, whatever that means. Not that you're going to be up high enough to see if the ears are rounded.
Can you imagine driving down the road and saying, look, honey, there's a giraffe.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Well,
Me and Lionel.
Some Houston businessman owns the ranch. His name is Dan Alford. He has several exotic species from around the world. I guess,
do better, Dan. I mean, come on. You can't just let a giraffe be running around crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, it escaped.
What? Again. It seems like I don't know if Dan's got exotic animals. He's probably rich enough. He's got a helicopter. Put that helicopter, you probably find that giraffe pretty quick.
Well, in a article that he did an interview in 2018, the giraffes can't escape the valley because the hills are too steep. The brush is so dense that the shy bongo antelope are only seen when they visit the watering hole, whatever that means. Yeah, but, driving around the hill country, you run into a giraffe. It's Gracie.
Yeah, Gracie. It'd be nice to Gracie.
It feels like that'd be a Florida story.
Well,
somebody lost their giraffe.
It happened right here in the good old state of Texas.
Yeah, Gracie the giraffe.
Wow. It can't be that hard to find. My goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Just go find it. And do better, Dan. Get a better cage or fence or whatever the hell.
Fence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can call our buddy Tim Morrow. He'll help you out, give you some ideas. And maybe he'll wander down here and end up in the San Antonio Zoo. Oh, my goodness.
You going to read this Florida story?
Oh, yeah, we can. Now, this guy kind of set up his own deal to try to steal a helicopter.
This is Florida.
This is a Florida man, yes. Guy caused an accident on the highway.
Okay.
And as they're bringing in the medevac helicopter, this dude tries to, when the, I guess, paramedics and that thing get out, well, he tries to steal the helicopter.
Uh-huh. So, did he know how to fly the helicopter?
Well, I didn't see that. I think he's just kind of cuckoo.
Oh, Florida man.
Florida man.
But he was not successful. He faces 3 counts of resisting without violence and 1 count of burglary of an occupied vehicle. He tried to get in the helicopter.
It was occupied.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. Oh.
Well, Florida man.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get back to real life. What are the Spurs going to do in the NBA draft? Poll up on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. Go there and vote. Like, subscribe while you're there if you would. Stick and pick at 20. That leads the way at 53%. Trade up, trade back, trade out. Nobody is saying they're going to trade back. Well, 3% of the people say that.
That's nobody.
Trade out completely, 21%. Now, that would be interesting if they did that, and what would they get in return? Let's talk about it when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The Morning Huddle.
I think you guys might be more adventurous to me. Because I don't think I have a thing that I'd be like embarrassed to talk about.
You got a thing.
I don't think so.
I'm not. Just because you don't think you got a thing doesn't mean you don't got a thing. But you got a thing. And your significant other knows that thing.
Vic likes to eat salsa out of his girl's belly button.
Whatever it is.
Vic's got weird things.
When your significant other finds out what your thing is, they know how to end the whole process right then.
Yeah. All right.
It's over.
Let's.
You got 5 seconds. You ready? 5, 4, 3, done. Like when you get in the gas, count backwards from 100.
The Morning Huddle with AJ and Rob. Weekday mornings 6 to 10. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The Headline Blitz is brought to you by Novo Brewery, San Antonio's newest sports watching destination with over 80 feet of video walls, 60 craft beers, and hard kombucha on tap. A full bar and delicious menu. Novo Brewery is attached to North Star Mall and open late hours. San Antonio, the world's largest soccer matchup is underway, and Novo Brewery is where you need to be for every single match. We're talking 80-plus feet of massive video walls, so you feel every goal. Full bar, craft beer on tap, impressive food lineup, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. Novo Brewery isn't just a bar, it is San Antonio soccer headquarters. It's attached to North Star Mall with late-night hours, because the world never sleeps during the global game. NovoBrew.com.
Texas Gun Shows brings you the largest gun shows in Texas, and this weekend they're coming to Round Rock. Open this Friday, 4 to 7 p.m., 10 a.m. to 5 Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 4 Sunday. Texas Gun Shows is at Embassy Suites Round Rock Friday through Sunday, 270 Bass Pro Drive.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at TSAOG.com.
Need a reason to call Thomas J. Henry Law after a car accident? How about $1 billion? Because Thomas J. Henry Law fights even when the insurance company says your claim is worth nothing. Thomas J. Henry doesn't back down. That's how we put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just the last 4 years, and why we're one of the largest personal injury law firms in Texas. Car accident? Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2026 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
This World Cup update on San Antonio Sports Star is brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks is your home to soccer's biggest event in the world. Get all your updates live on San Antonio Sports Star 94.1 FM. And get to Twin Peaks to catch your favorite matchups paired with daily goal-worthy specials. Twin Peaks is your home for the world's biggest soccer event.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer Update, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance makes bundling home and auto easy. Learn more at progressive.com. Cristiano Ronaldo has answered the bell after a disappointing start to the tournament and a stellar start for stars like Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe. The 41-year-old showed up today in Houston as Portugal demolished Uzbekistan 5-0 in Group K play. Ronaldo started the scoring with a 6-minute finish, becoming the first player to score in 6 different World Cups. He added another in the 39th and was the decoy on a Nuno Mendes free kick goal in the first half as Portugal grabs their first win of the tournament. They head to the top of Group K. And now it's Harry Kane's turn. England takes the field against Ghana in Group L in Boston. Both teams looking for their second win to cement their spot into the knockout rounds, kicking off now. I'm Lucas Panzica, Westwood One Sports.
Yo, it's Jay Uso from WWE, and I'm Jimmy Uso. Chumba Casino and WWE are hyped for the biggest event of the summer, SummerSlam. I know, I can't wait. There's nothing better to do while we're waiting than playing Chumba Casino. Sign up today, and you could win a VIP experience with Chumba Casino and WWE for SummerSlam. So what are you waiting for? Play Chumba Casino and enter for your chance to win. Let's Chumba. Yeah.
Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in a state where it's legal to play.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you're having a good Tuesday afternoon, whatever you're doing, however you're doing it. Thanks for spending a little time with us here on the Blitz. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Ryan-Eagle. He's Jason Minix. And little draft thing happening tonight. Minix?
Yeah, the NBA draft is happening tonight. We'll talk more about that coming up. But you know what's not going to be happening?
What's that?
The NFL supplemental draft.
No, it's not.
Oh, this Sorsby story is pretty wild. Now, we've seen guys with all kinds of issues be allowed to participate through a supplemental draft. I mean, Josh Gordon had all the drug issues, and was it Terrell Pryor? Wasn't he a supplemental draft guy? But the gambling part, the NFL clearly drawing a line. And the statement, it's a long statement from the NFL on why they are not allowing a supplemental draft this year. And basically it says, dude, you exhausted all your college eligibility, and coming to the NFL is a privilege, not a right. We're not letting you in. It feels like they have just drawn the line in the sand, and he hasn't done enough to demonstrate that he's fixed. And again, you don't fix addiction, right? You just don't.
he can enter the 2027 draft, and if he does that, that quarterback class is going to be insane. But having said that, and it's not only that's part of it, obviously, but he was the only guy.
Mm-hmm.
How do you have a supplemental draft with only one dude? And the NFL said they haven't had one in years.
No, they don't have to have one.
They don't have to do it. So they're not going to do it. So Brendan Sorsby is screwed. He's just got to get his life together. He's got a year to do that. He can't play, right? He can play in, I guess, UFL maybe?
UFL, Canada, indoor leagues. As the letter says when they said, yeah, we're not going to do one. As Commissioner Goodell has emphasized, participation in the NFL is a privilege that carries with it significant responsibilities, including accountability. By all accounts, you're a talented player with the potential for future success. We encourage you to focus on preparing for possible entry into the NFL through the 2027 NFL Annual Draft. In other words, dude, you haven't done anything to take accountability.
And look, we talked about this. We thought Roger Goodell might do something similar to this and not allow him in, or there were people that were thinking maybe he would there would be a punishment involved if he did get in, and so it's not going to happen. The last couple of days, late last week and then even yesterday, I don't know how many of the national shows were talking about Sorsby and how great he is and how he'd be great fit here, great fit there, and then the NFL just drops a bomb on the whole thing. And it's probably the way it should have turned out. Now, it may not be over. I saw a statement from Sorsby's lawyer who says that they're going to appeal this thing because he flat out said this is illegal and against the CBA. Not sure what he knows or how he's going to try and fight that, but it looks like they're going to try and fight it somehow, some way.
You know, it's interesting because the letter from the league says, under our collective bargaining agreement, the league retains sole discretion to determine whether it is appropriate to conduct a supplemental draft in any given year. The league has not conducted such a draft for several years, and prior to your submission, the league has no plans to do so this year, as no other player has sought entry. Your petition, filed 3 days before the deadline without any supporting information or documentation, and only after abandoning your recent litigation efforts to avoid NCAA sanctions, does not provide a basis for the league to alter those plans. The issues presented by your petition are too significant and too closely tied to the league's core integrity interests to permit meaningful review within the timeline presented.
Interesting stuff. And look, I applaud the NFL.
Yep.
I think this is probably where this should have gone. To begin with, kid's got to sit out and see if he's got his nose clean, and we'll go from there. And if he wants to enter the draft in 2027, he can do that.
And you know, that's the sad part. If it was, to use your term, a nose clean issue, they'd figure out a way. Okay, you're going to be okay. They're with the significant gambling that this kid was doing and the lengths of which he was doing it. The NFL doesn't want to touch this right now. Now, it's interesting because there are a lot of teams out there, including the Cowboys, including the Houston Texans. You can get a quarterback like Sorsby and sit him for a year or two and maybe have, for whatever you were going to give up, a third-round pick, fourth-round pick, second-round pick. I don't think anybody would have done a first-round pick. A player like that with very little competition, and because of this, it's not like he can go sign, the way I understand it, as a free agent.
Can't do it.
He can't do that. He could end up, although the way the timing is, I don't know that he plays in the UFL, and he won't play in Canada. There's not a league for him to go to that plays in the fall that would give him any kind of significant playing time. And the UFL would be an option, but if he's playing UFL, is he going to the NFL, right? I mean, just the timing of the UFL league and when the draft is going to be, he's going to have to do all kinds of draft prep.
I don't think you should do anything. If I'm advising him, I said, look, stay out, stay under cover, don't cause any problems, just behave yourself for a year. Work on your game, get whatever trainers you need to do or whatever, and get ready for the draft in 2027. And that's what I would tell him to do. Just be a low profile for the next year. Do whatever it is you have to do to get ready for the draft in 2027 and leave it at that. There was a list, and I wish I would have saved it, of the quarterbacks that are going to be involved in the 2027 draft, at least potentially, because who knows? Arch Manning obviously is at the top of that list. Everybody expects him to come out, but will he? It remains to be seen. But still, I think, my goodness, if you need a quarterback, 2027 is your year, and you don't even necessarily have to suck to get one.
No, there's going to be, I mean, there's going to be so many quarterbacks available, good quarterbacks that, you know, if you're in the top 10, 12, you might be able to get one. And even then, you wonder if Sorsby would be taken in the first round, knowing the issues and the scrutiny and the potential for some sort of NFL discipline, because we've seen the NFL do that. You screwed up here, we're going to punish you here. So coming in and playing right away isn't likely either.
No, absolutely not. And I think that's what made him attractive, though, is people thought they could draft this kid, bring him in, let him sit for a year or two, and then he'd be okay, and see how he behaved himself. But the NFL had different plans. And look, I admire their stance, because there's a comment on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page that says entitlement. And I think maybe that's the case, and he needs to sit out a little while, get his little hiney spanked, and go from there. But
he's in timeout.
Yeah, he kind of is, and props to the NFL for sticking it to him, basically. But again, if I'm the NFL and he's the only dude there, why the hell are you going to have a supplemental draft?
I mean, because I'm with you. They don't. If they decided, look, we don't have time to review all the legal documents by the time this draft is, but they could move the supplemental draft to whatever day works.
Yeah.
I just think Roger Goodell does not want somebody with a gambling issue coming into the league right now. And I do think it does send a message to all these athletes out there that are now coming in with a lot of money, because with the NIL, they are already playing in a financial field that that most rookies aren't used to. The last couple of years have really changed that. Dak Prescott was talking about that the other day with Caleb Downs and some of these other rookies coming in. They've already had to deal with big financial stuff, which is one of the hardest things for rookies to deal with. Now you got a little money in your pocket. What are you going to do with it and be responsible? But I do think Roger Goodell is sending the message that if you're doing something and college isn't it, you can't just guarantee yourself a spot in the NFL. It's a privilege, not a right.
Well, and again, props to them. Sorsby, this gives him an opportunity to get his life together and prove to everybody that gambling thing is out the window, and hopefully it is. I really hope that it is. He's obviously a talented guy from everything that I've heard and read and seen. Sure. A talented quarterback that can really come in and make an impact in the NFL. And so sometimes you got to take a little detour before you get to where you're going.
Now the question is, since he never actually played a down for Texas Tech, is he still referred to as Texas Tech quarterback or former Texas Tech quarterback?
I would say yes.
All the highlights you're going to see of him playing are in Cincinnati.
I know, but I saw him with there was video of him wearing a Tech uniform.
Well, it was photoshopped.
I think he practiced with them. I mean, there were some practice video.
Sure. Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, for our purposes, since we have a Tech helmet on our desk, we're going to refer to him as a Red Raider quarterback.
I think Red Raider fans are saying he's dead to us.
Well, they tried like hell not to make him dead to us. And poor Joey McGuire now's got to regroup and figure out what he's going to do. By the way, Adam Schefter is reporting that Kyle Pitts and the Atlanta Falcons have agreed to a 3-year, $54 million contract, $36 million fully guaranteed. He is now the third highest paid tight end in the National Football League. How about that? Congratulations to Kyle Pitts for whatever that's worth. Let's talk a little Spurs basketball because there is a little event tonight that they're participating in, the NBA Draft. First round is tonight. Spurs have pick number 20. We're talking about it when we continue here on the Blitz. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. First of all, I got to talk to you about Stevens Roofing. One of my favorite things to talk about. Family-owned company, local company, and, well, they're just absolutely the best in the business. And you don't even have to take my word for it. They've been in business since 1983. Think about that for a minute. Really should be all I need to say, and drop the mic and walk off. That should tell you everything you need to know about their reputation, about the quality of work that they do, and how they take care of their customers. They are absolutely the best. They've added solar to what they do now, too. So if you've been thinking about solar panels on your house, now's the perfect time to get that done. 210-785-0994. Give them a call. Tell them what you want to do. They'll help you put a plan in place and get that done. With all these storms that we've been having here lately, if you think you got a problem with your roof, you need to call Stevens Roofing, 210-785-0994. They'll send a crew out there to your house. They'll inspect your roof. They'll do it for free, and they'll let you know if there's anything that's a problem up there. They like to fix small problems before they turn into big problems. Don't we all? That's what Stevens Roofing and Solar does. Give them a call. Again, that phone number, 210-785-0994, or you can get them online at stevensroofing.net.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits one, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Orthopedics. If pain is slowing you down, you don't have to live with it. We target the source of your pain for fast, lasting relief. No pain pills, no surgery. Most patients notice results in just one visit. We accept most insurance plans, so getting help is easy. Don't wait. Visit Orthopedics.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Orthopedics. We fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Airrosti.com.
Did you really think Pure Talk was just going to sit back and watch America turn 250 years old without doing something awesome to celebrate? Of course not. That's why they're raising $250,000 for America's Warrior Partnership by the end of July. America's Warrior Partnership is on the front line of preventing veteran suicide. They've had extraordinary success, and here's how you can help. When you switch your cell phone service to Pure Talk this month, you'll be invited to round up to support America's Warrior Partnership. No pressure, but if you do, Pure Talk will match your donation dollar for dollar. And to further celebrate 250 years of our extraordinary democratic republic, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. That's pound 250, say Mike Rowe. And happy birthday to us.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
Watch every Team USA World Cup match at Social Spot. Enjoy great screens, great food, snacks, ice-cold beer, and the best World Cup atmosphere in San Antonio. Join the party at 930 Broadway. Social Spot in San Antonio Sports Star, your headquarters for the 2026 World Cup watch parties.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, there are new Spurs. Who are they? What do you need to know? You have your tickets yet? Yep, Supergirl's going to be in the theaters Friday. We'll talk movies as well. Get here early. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I got the joke.
Good stuff. I noticed all the country music went away, Pledge. What the hell? Yeah, Pledge, while you're gone.
Show's not over.
Country music all over the place.
Whoa. Why?
Well, George Strait. We had all kinds of stuff going on. You come back and we get, I don't know what that was.
Not country?
No. But that's all right. I get it. That's fine. I understand. Saw a tweet here from Elon Musk. Actually retweeted this.
Okay.
The first Southwest Air flight with Starlink has taken off, connecting passengers and crew with reliable high-speed Wi-Fi from gate to gate. So I guess Southwest Airlines is going with Starlink now.
Well, I love Southwest Airlines.
Uh-huh.
But I spent a lot of time on Southwest Airlines on Sunday.
Yeah.
Going from Grand Cayman to Orlando to Dallas to San Antonio.
Okay.
Internet was spotty.
They must not have Starlink yet.
Apparently not if it started today.
Well, it says 4 hours ago is when the first flight took off.
Now, it is nice that, everybody gets free internet now because of T-Mobile.
Well, if you're a Rapid Rewards member.
I thought everybody got it.
No, you got to be a Rapid Rewards member. And they give you that little option, though, right there to join.
Well, of course they do.
Right. You got to be a Rapid Rewards member.
Well, see, I'm A-list preferred, so I got free internet anyway.
Whip-de-frickin' do. Yeah. I just thought that was a nugget. So Starlink and Southwest Airlines teaming up to give us better internet on Southwest Airlines flights.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
You need the internet.
So.
There's nothing worse than when you're watching free TV and then, it starts spinning.
Well, you know what's funny? Yeah, true.
And then you've got to remind yourself, I'm 35,000 feet in the air in a metal tube, and I'm bitching about the internet.
Hey, they've spoiled us. It's not us. Yeah, they gave it to us, so we
well, true. Although then you're bitching because I'm on every one of the planes I was on. None of them had the charging stations. They were all the older planes.
Yeah, that sucks.
It does. It does.
So there's a question before we get into the Spurs draft.
Yeah, sure.
If Southwest Airlines now with assigned seats and you can upgrade to more legroom, and you're on an old plane. And no more extra leg room up front.
Oh, yeah, there is. They've moved seats around.
They have?
Absolutely. It's great.
Well, no, I agree. And
you know what else is great about those extra leg room seats?
What's that?
You get free drinks.
And you don't need them.
What do you mean I don't need them?
You don't need extra leg room.
What the hell I don't. I'm taking it.
Well, I'm just saying.
There's free
save
drinks.
that for a dude like me.
No.
Man.
No, you're too cheap to pay the extra, but you get free drinks.
No, dude,
And what I've learned, though, is because, like with the, I get 2 drinks on every flight anyway, but in the extra leg room, there's no real limit other than what they might tell you you've had too many.
I didn't have to pay for a drink going or coming to Mexico.
Because you had extra leg room
That's
seats.
exactly right.
Because you get free drinks with
we
those.
were in row 6.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But I didn't realize the extra leg room actually came with the drinks.
I didn't realize that either, and now I know, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
That's worth the upgrade.
That's worth the upgrade. I mean, you say free drinks, you paid for the upgrade.
Right.
But you get extra leg room and free drinks.
That's perfect.
And more than 2.
Well, I typically don't have – it depends on how long the flight is. Now, going to Mexico, I had a couple.
Well, of course you did. You're going to Mexico.
Yeah.
You can't show up sober.
No, and that was 6 o'clock in the morning. It was great.
Again.
Bloody Marys were flowing.
Sure.
Yes. Loved it. All right. Enough blowing Southwest Airlines.
What? I love Southwest.
Oh, I do too. I'm just saying.
Hey, you want to talk about?
I do too, dude. I do. I'm just saying, they're not paying for this commercial.
Well, they're not, but Southwest does a lot of wonderful things.
They do.
And
I agree.
I am a fan of Southwest. I know there's a lot of people that bitch about Southwest. But they sent when I got home, I had a gift in the mail from Southwest Airlines.
How nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Really? What is it?
Luggage tags.
That's yeah.
All right.
I
Now,
agree.
first off, no, it's luggage tags are luggage tags, but it's for A-list preferred.
Uh-huh.
And it's a lovely card, and it says thanks for being a loyal Southwest fly or whatever. There's a luggage tag, and it's got J Minix, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
No address.
No. Not only no address, no full name. It's not like my Rapids reward number is on there, and there's no little insert where you can put your card in there with your phone number or something if your bag's it's the most pointless luggage tag ever. Right? What's the point of it? A luggage tag is supposed to have some way to identify whose bag it is. So if I just use that luggage tag and they lost my bag, are they really going to search? You know what I mean? It's dumb.
Well, it used to be, you used to have to fill out those things if you didn't have a luggage tag.
Sure.
They don't make you do that anymore.
No.
They were in that bowl up there.
They got trackers.
But
I thought it was the dumbest
I totally agree.
thing to send.
Totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Yes. I would write a strongly worded letter and saying,
it's straight in the trash.
I'm just saying.
Like all the other junk mail. Straight in the trash.
Give me something I can use, please.
Well, or some way to, I don't know, actually identify whose luggage that is, which is the point of a luggage tag.
Well, that's why I get the ugliest color luggage there is.
Yeah.
I got lime green.
Lime green.
That's right. Nobody else has that, so
No.
I know those are mine.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Now you got to tie little ribbons or a bandana on your handle so you can identify.
I know where mine are. Nobody else has lime green luggage. I'm golden.
I thought your suitcase was blue. Did you get a new one?
No, it's lime green. Both of them. We got
I
new
thought it was
luggage
blue
a
with
couple years
brown
ago.
on it, all
Not
fancy.
Anymore. No.
All right.
No. It's lime green, Minix.
Tom says maybe the tag has a tracker.
Maybe.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Well, on your app, you go there and it tracks your luggage for you.
Have you ever actually done that?
I have.
Did it work?
Let me tell you something.
Here we go.
At the Cancun airport,
Okay.
I thought Vegas was bad. We sat there about 45 minutes waiting for the luggage to get the hell off of it. It must have been siesta time in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy. So I'd look on my app. Well, it got off the plane. That's what it told me.
Really?
Unloaded off the plane.
So then
I knew it was there at least.
I got to say, Grand Cayman, we landed. By the time you go through customs, which was pretty quick, all the bags were sitting right there ready to go.
Well, you're schwanky. You go into the Grand Caymans. I got to go to Cancun.
Yeah.
Which there's nothing. I prefer that anyway. So
Cancun?
Yes.
You've never been to the Grand Cayman.
Well, dude, I have not, but you didn't make it sound too good. And
what do you mean I didn't make it sound too good?
The scenery and all of that's wonderful. But it's not all inclusive.
No.
You got to pay through the nose for everything.
Well, you paid through the nose for your all-inclusive resort.
I know,
it turns out to be a wash.
But I feel better.
Do you?
Yes.
I know that was the one thing about the Grand Caymans that was a little surprising. Now, we chose there and knew it wasn't all-inclusive because if you do a little research, Grand Cayman has some incredible restaurants. And so we didn't want all-inclusive where you feel like you're obligated to stay at the resort the whole time. We wanted to get out and explore. And it's obviously safe to do that there. But you are paying, and it's Grand Cayman, it's like, I don't know, your dollar's worth 80 cents there. So they charge you, and you see prices, they're in Cayman prices, and then when you get your bill, they've it ends up being a little bit more expensive. And at the pool bar, you got to close out every time. Even though you're charging it to the room, you got to close out every time. You can't just run a tab.
Dude, at the pool bar, I can imagine what my tab would be.
I can tell you what mine is, and it was a lot.
Cow.
It was a lot more than it needed to be.
Wow. All right, well, maybe the Grand Cayman is in my future.
The Grand Cayman should be in your future.
Big fan of Mexico.
I know you're a big fan of Mexico,
I like Mexico.
And you got suckered into one of those resort deals, so
I did.
you have to go. But
paid off. It's paying off.
So
it's all good.
It's paying off.
Absolutely. get treated first class like I'm A-list preferred minutes at the resort.
Absolutely. You know what? All the resorts treat you that way.
Well, I guess. I like to think they treat me a little better than that. But that, that's just me. Doesn't matter.
Of course.
We are going to get another participant in our NBA Draft Challenge coming up here in just a moment. So start looking. What are the Spurs going to do? I need a prediction from somebody when we do this here in just a few minutes. Alan Graves, Chris Senack, trade away, Kareem Lopez, or Jaden Quintance are off the books. You cannot select any of those people or the scenario of trading it away. Spurs with the 20th pick in the draft tonight. And I just really have no clue what they're going to do. What I hope they're going to do, if they end up keeping that draft pick, is getting somebody that can help Wemby and maybe even play on the floor at the same time with Wemby. Somebody that can allow him to be freer on the outside. Now, defensively, obviously, that Wemby's going to be Wemby, and he's going to block shots, and he's going to do that. Offensively, he doesn't want to go down low. He doesn't want to.
He doesn't. I'm curious if the mindset for Brian Wright changes a little bit today. Because, I feel like this Spurs team has, with what they've been doing over the last couple of years, built to compete with Oklahoma City. And mission accomplished, you beat them in the playoffs. But you didn't match up well with New York. And now you've got Giannis in Miami with Bam Adebayo. You think about Giannis and Bam and what those two can do. If you were to meet up with Miami in the finals, matchup-wise, with what the Spurs currently have, that would torch you.
Be a nightmare,
So do you now have to go, okay, if we were to meet Miami in the finals, do we have to have players that can match up with those guys, right? Does it change their thinking a little bit? And I hope it does, because adding a big, somebody not named Luke Cornett, and again, I loved what Luke did this year with the Spurs, but he was a liability in the Western Conference Finals and in the NBA Finals. And clearly the biggest need for the Spurs is a lot of help, either a backup to Wemby or somebody that can play alongside him, and they go twin towers, if you will, and a sharpshooting three. I hate when I see these mock drafts going guard, and I'm guessing that any mock draft that has the Spurs taking a guard is at 20, they're going best player available, happens to be a guard, so we'll slot him there. Because at 20, I don't think that you need to go best player available. You need to fill a need.
I totally agree with that, and I hope that they do. And because there's going to be some guys there that fit that bill. And we've got a whole list of them right here that we've been taking yesterday and one today that would fit that bill. And I think at least a couple of those people will be there at number 20. And so I hope the Spurs do that. And if it's somebody that can come in and help right away, fine. If it's not, well, then you adjust and bring somebody in after the fact. But if that's what you're looking for and you're looking for somebody to grow with this team and you want to do that through the draft, I think there will be a player available that fits that bill for sure. You ready to get another participant?
We do, because Joshua's in timeout. We're not taking his call.
Yeah, he is in timeout, so but that's fine. We've got caller number 5 at 656-3776, 656-ESPN. I need a prediction on what you think the Spurs are going to do at number 20 tonight. Now, again, Alan Graves, Chris Senack Jr., Kareem Lopez, Jaden Quintance, and trading the pick away have already been taken. You cannot select any of those people or that one scenario. So you got to come up with something else. Caller number 5, we've got a gift bag for you that includes a $50 gift card to the Mellow Mushroom. So as soon as Pledge gets a caller, caller number 5, we will we'll get him on the air. He can tell us, or she can tell us, who they want to pick. It's kind of a weird spot, is it not? Number 20, when you're looking at this, and all the excitement we've had in the last couple of years, obviously with Wemby at number 1, and then Dylan Harper last year at number 2.
Steph Castle.
Steph Castle at 4. Yeah, I mean, so it's been exciting over the last 3 years. I'm happy we're not in that spot.
Well,
anymore,
that's it. You think about some of the players that have won MVP that were taken in the second round.
Yes.
You look at a guy like Keldon Johnson that was taken at 29.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some people are still a little mad at Keldon, but, so there can be talent found at the 20th pick. But then I think about guys like Malachi Branham that they took in a similar type area, and it didn't work out. So this is where Brian Wright and that scouting department have to have their homework done, and damn well they do, and see where the board falls. I still wouldn't be surprised if they traded that pick. That's our poll question on YouTube. What will the Spurs do in the first round? Stick and pick at 20 is at 49%. Trade up is at 25%. Trade out is at 23%. Only 2% of you think they're going to trade back.
I would not be upset if the Spurs made a move to move up and grab them a guy, especially one of these centers that is projected to go top 10 or just outside of the top 10, that can come in and really be a help immediately, just because of their size and their rebounding ability and all of that. And I think that I would not be upset if the Spurs made a move like that. I would just like to see them make a move. And again, they don't have to redesign. They don't have to reinvent the wheel. I mean, they've got a foundation here. They've got some young players, but they do need some help, and I think we all saw that in the NBA Finals.
The question, I guess, is, when we start the show tomorrow and we talk about what they do today, are they going to be helping this year's San Antonio Spurs team or this year's Austin Spurs team?
Good question.
And I don't give a damn about Austin. I don't want somebody right now that is going to Austin to develop. And if they take a guard, I think that's what they'd be doing. If they can find somebody that can have some sort of impact on this year's team to help them take the next step, which is winning a championship. I'm not looking for a foundational piece at 20. They've got 3 guys already in Wemby, Dylan Harper, and Steph Castle that you would say are foundational pieces. And you could even throw in a De'Aaron Fox into that category. That's not what they need here. They need somebody that can come in and not necessarily be a starter right away, but that can provide towards the end of the season, like Dylan Harper did after developing, significant contribution in the postseason.
Absolutely. Rebounding was an issue at times for the Spurs in the playoffs, so that's another issue. So to me, big fella just screams what they need to do. Whether they stay and do that at number 20 or whether they move up in the draft.
All right, I think we got our 5th caller. Eloy.
Yes, sir.
What do you think the Spurs are going to do tonight?
I think they're going to get the 6'8" forward from Arizona called Pete.
Okay.
Known for his toughness and rebounding and his versatility on defense.
I saw that in some one mock draft, as a matter of fact, Eloy, that Pete was a guy that was slotted in to go to the Spurs at number 20. I think it's a good pick, my friend. Appreciate you participating. We'll see what happens.
Hang on, Pledge. We'll get some info from you. Oh, you already got it? You don't have to hang on, Eloy. Good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's how it works. See how simple that is?
That's it.
You just throw a dart against the wall and pick a guy, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Absolutely. I see Claymore's welcoming you back.
Welcome back.
He got mad at me yesterday. Did I tell you that?
Claymore did?
He did.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the first time I think Claymore's ever been upset with me.
What did you do to piss off Claymore? He's one of the nicest people on planet Earth.
Well, he claims that I misquoted him.
Well, you probably did.
Well, I'm just saying. He said, that Dylan Harper was way better than Manu Ginobili.
He didn't say that.
He did say that.
He didn't say that.
But to clarify, Claymore, he was saying athletic-wise. And I'm not even sure that's true, but I just want to make sure that I'm saying this correctly.
Claymore is day drinking.
Well, we love Claymore. He's awesome.
Yeah. He said he didn't say that.
Well,
I'm arguing with the computer typer right now. I mean, he could call in and defend himself.
He actually could.
But you misquoting people is just par for the course.
I'm just saying. I had to take up for Manu Ginobili.
He did initially say that, like it's in the chat. He said way better than Manu, and then he clarified after Joe called him out. I meant he is way more athletic.
So I think I'm quoting you correctly, Claymore. So there you go. I understand what you're saying. You're a Manu Ginobili fan. I know you are. It's okay. And I'm a Dylan Harper fan, as are you. And so it's all good.
I would say that as of today, the 23rd of June of 2026, Dylan Harper is more athletic than Manu. Although we saw Manu playing paddleball not long ago, that dude's still in great shape.
Dude, Manu Ginobili did things that nobody can do, including Dylan Harper or anybody
True.
else.
No, I agree. I'm saying maybe Claymore. I'm defending Claymore.
Okay.
Talking about today. Today. Manu at his age, Dylan Harper at his age. Yes. Today. Yes,
right,
Dylan Harper is way more athletic.
I see where you're going with that.
Although even then, I don't know. After we saw Manu playing paddleball, when was that 6-8 months ago?
I think Manu could still play in the NBA if he wanted to. He'd be one of those guys. He keeps himself in great shape. So, all right, Claymore, love you, man. You know that. We're going to take a break. We'll continue the Spurs draft talk and a whole lot more. We continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you need your logo on any kind of gear, you need promotional items done, you need signs done, you need to get into Sammy's Embroidery and Printing over on San Pedro. His new sign shop can do signs, banners, flags, card magnets, vehicle wraps, window decals, and so much more. If you need uniforms done, Sam has over 700 uniform lines to choose from, all kinds of industries. Maybe you just need your logo on some nice golf shirts, fishing shirts, dress shirts. Sam has all the big name brands like North Face, Eddie Bauer, Nike, Travis Mathew, Port Authority. He even now carries a full line of Tommy Bahama. He has over 25,000 caps and more than 75 color combinations on display in his showroom. And he's got all the popular cap brands as well in stock waiting for your logo. Nobody has better prices. Sammy is the only company in Texas with one-day turnaround. No order too small, certainly no order too big, and all items do come with a warranty. Call Sammy's Embroidery and Printing, 210-824-3900, or go by that massive showroom on San Pedro, 1 mile inside Loop 410 across from the McDonald's, or check the website, samsembroidery.com for Sammy's Embroidery Club.
This is The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at SASportsStar.com.
And they're off. Place your bets and win big this summer at Retama Park with live quarter horse racing starting June 25th through August 22nd. Catch back-to-back fireworks shows July 3rd and 4th. Camel, ostrich, and zebra races July 17th and 18th. Weenie dog races on August 22nd and more. General admission is only $5. Military and first responders get in free every Thursday night. Purchase tickets and make dining reservations at tickets.retamapark.com. Feel the rush of live racing and big payouts this summer only at Retama Park.
This is Joel Frederick. From all of us at Quartermoon, thank you. Through the years and through the growth of this city, you've trusted us to be there when it matters most. For plumbing repairs, air conditioning repairs, new system installs, and so much more. Now, you're going to start seeing a new Quartermoon logo. It's a fresh look, but it reflects the same company we've always been. Rooted in hard work, family values, fair pricing, and caring for people the right way. Quartermoon Plumbing, AC, and Heating. 210-651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074E M16004.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Nobody builds a business without hearing a few reasons it won't work. Too risky, too crowded, too ambitious. But the people who move things forward usually hear those words first. Because growing a business takes more than optimism. It takes nerve, and eventually, a partner built for what's next. That's Next Rodeo. Big thinking, proven creative. For businesses still moving forward. Next Rodeo. The difference between the business you have and the business you want. Meet us at thenextrodeo.com.
Kohl's deal days are right on time. Summer arrives and suddenly you need shorts that fit, flip-flops that survive the pool deck, a bath towel that isn't secretly your beach towel. Get up to 50% off at Kohl's and Kohls.com, plus daily deals, free shipping, and instant Kohl's Cash. Now the only thing left on your list is having fun. Select styles, exclusions apply, no purchase necessary to get instant Kohl's Cash. While supplies last, ends June 28th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Soccer fans, you know the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to watch any big game with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. From World Cup to baseball to all the fights, get into the Roo Pub. And when you show up at the Roo, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the NFL announced today there will not be a supplemental draft this year, in part because, well, there was only one applicant, former Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby. Texas Rangers got a 4-3 win in their series opener in Miami against the Marlins. They continue that series tonight, 5:40, a game you can catch on San Antonio's ESPN AM 1250 and 94.5 FM. It all starts at 5 o'clock with the pregame show.
Sports Center brought to you by SAPDcareers.com. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
NBA Draft Tuesday. That's what it is today. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday, whatever you're doing, however you're doing it. Thanks for spending a little time with us here on The Blitz. My name is Joe Reinagel. Jason Minix back in the saddle after a nice, relaxing week off. Welcome back, Minix.
Thank you, sir. It was a nice, relaxing week off. But I will say, though, and, you know, I love my city. Wearing a lot of Spurs gear. Or when you're at the pool bar, you know, where you're from, you say San Antonio, and immediately the condolences on the Spurs. and again, but with that, the encouragement, man, that's such a great young team. I had a dude wearing a Jalen Brunson jersey, and I'm wearing a Spurs T-shirt. Wearing his Brunson jersey. I don't know how we won that thing. I'm glad we did, but you guys, you know, and that was, you know, nice and encouraging, yet at the same time a little frustrating. But you think about, you say San Antonio and people automatically think Spurs.
Absolutely.
And I wish our mayor would understand that, because I did see a story on Twitter while I was gone, and you know, whatever the latest is with Project Marvel and her trying to get this and writing a letter to Dell trying to get him to pay. Like, look, I wish she would act like she understood what the Spurs mean to this community.
Well, and she needs to learn that really quickly, because I was the same way. And look, you on your vacation, they don't know what you do for a living.
Nope.
Me on mine, they don't know what I do for a living. But you mentioned you're from San Antonio. Immediately, people, oh, San Antonio Spurs, Wemby, how's that guy? What's he did? You know, it's all about that. That's what it is. That's what people associate the city of San Antonio with. The Alamo, the Riverwalk, all of that is secondary. It just is. At least in my experience, it is, and obviously yours too. And it's just crazy how we would ever think about not doing whatever we have to do to make sure that this team stays in San Antonio forever.
No, I get her wanting to, I don't know, not spend all the money, and the city's got its budget deficit. But, man, you got to pick your battles. But it feels like every battle she picks, she's on the wrong side of it. You know, it's kind of like this Ye concert coming up. Now, I agree with her on some things. What Kanye West has said and tweeted is
not good.
No, and as a Jewish guy, very offensive, very offensive. But to say, well, you can't do that, we shouldn't provide a platform, you know, because of this. There's all kinds of groups out there that a lot of people disagree with, have all kinds of events at city-owned and city-funded stuff. And she has apparently lost this battle as well, even though she's got a little bit more city council support. And I agree with every one of these leaders. You know what? Shouldn't be there. But you let the people decide if they want to go. If you don't want to go, you're not happy he's there, don't go. It's July 4th. There's going to be a lot of things to do. According to KSAT, a statement from the Alamo Dome when asked if the mayor could actually cancel anything, the Alamo Dome staff reviews all events, whether Paul McCartney, Disney on Ice, Monster Jam, or Ye, using the same factors, including public demand, expected economic impact, facility revenue, hotel bookings, and the goal of bringing a wide range of events to San Antonio. The Ye concert, July 4th, is expected to draw more than 60,000 people. As of Monday, June 22nd, about 50,000 tickets had been sold. That includes 14,180 from Bexar County, many more from outside of Bexar County, 23,345 from other Texas counties, 15,485 tickets from outside Texas, and 195 international sales. This should be good for the city because I'm guessing a lot of those people, if not all of them that are traveling from outside of Bexar County, are going to get a hotel room. Now, if you live in, I don't know, Comal County, you might go home, but sounds like a lot of these people are going to spend money on hotels and restaurants and beer, and they're going to buy something to drink inside the dome.
Absolutely.
But if there's public demand, if 50,000 tickets have already been sold, that's good for the city that apparently in need of money because she's always talking about the Spurs need to pay their bills, which I agree with. If they got a bill they need to pay it. But at the same time, you might not like it, I might not like it, but at least 50,000 tickets already have been sold.
Well, look, and no disrespect to the mayor. She's just like every other politician there is. They're going to do stuff because it benefits them. And I think it's what she's doing this. She's out, and a lot of people probably agree with her, but canceling events, it's not the answer because this is America the last time I checked. And if you want to go to an event that other people don't agree with or like, you have that right to do that. So people want to go see Kanye West, then they have every right to do that. You don't just cancel something because, well, he said some stupid things and you don't like them. You speak out about it like you did. Okay, fine. He's an idiot, all right, or whatever, and move on. And if people in this city or other cities want to come here and see him perform in the Alamo Dome, then they should have every right to do that.
It's like any other concert. You either want to go or don't want to go. And I don't know how many concerts you guys have been to lately. I've been to a lot of them. And I'm trying to think, a lot of them, I'm not going to say all of them, but a lot of them have some sort of political sentiment at some point, whether for or against, it's a political bent one way or the other. So I don't know. It's interesting. She has a quote in the Express News where she conceded defeat. That's the
conceded defeat.
Express News, but she conceded defeat Tuesday. Quote, at this point, the only way to cancel this concert is to have a public vote, and we don't have the votes. Some folks have prioritized economic interest over what they say are their values. That's just the moment in time that we're in, and it's really sad.
Well, she ought to be used to losing votes.
I mean, she's getting good at conceding defeat.
I'm just saying. Other than being elected mayor, I don't think she's won a vote yet since she's been in office. But having said that, look, I agree with what she says. I even agreed with the fact that she sent Michael Dell a letter, Minix. I said that the other day. I mean, why not ask?
Sure.
I mean, he has no business doing it. But, I mean, hey, I don't blame her for asking. What the hell? Maybe he chips in a quarter or two. Who knows? I don't know. But Kanye West, if you're planning to go to that concert, is still on and will not be canceled. That's on July 4th?
July 4th.
Which is a Saturday night, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the holiday's on the 3rd. Did
Really?
you know that?
So we're off on Friday?
We are on the July 3rd.
Nice.
Not this Friday.
Oh, son of a.
So anyway, so get ready with that. Did you see this? I gotta tell you, I hate Austin, and I hate them more every day. I just do. Now, apparently, the NHL wants to expand in Texas. Obviously, the Dallas Stars are there. They're looking at the city of Houston and or the city of Austin.
Mm-hmm.
There's no mention of San Antonio.
You know, I saw the NHL commissioner during the Stanley Cup talk about the expansion that was coming. And the expansion fee is going to be about $2 billion.
Oh!
Oh! Yeah, it's a little bit of cash.
Can we call Michael Dell? He's got $2 billion laying around, I'm sure.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. The Vegas Knights, they paid $500 million. The Seattle Kraken paid $650. Gary Bettman reiterated that the league has fielded calls from across North America from prospective season owners, and that fee would be at least $2 billion. I wish San Antonio was on the list. God, I wish San Antonio was on the list.
Yeah.
But and who's to say that they can't be doing some things behind the scenes? They're not going to go play at the Frost Bank Center, but you would think that they could.
Sure they
But
could.
we understand how the Spurs try to operate as a bit of a monopoly in this city as a sports franchise.
They do.
They want to have ownership in everything, so they can control the limited sports dollar in this town. So, see, the MLS stuff. So knowing how the Spurs tend to operate, to see Austin, maybe we get 2 games a year here. To Houston has always been trying to get some teams.
They have. Have they had one, or they've never had one?
They haven't had NHL. They had one in the old WHL back in the day when Gordie Howe was playing. But in reality, and you would like to think the new Wemby Center would be able to field both, but the Spurs are doing that.
Well, $2 billion, and that pretty much prices us out.
Well, it's not like we got to pay it. It's some rich guy or some rich group.
Well, true. And I would assume those groups are already assembled in Austin or Houston, and that's why they're looking there and not assembled here, which I'm okay with. I don't a damn hockey team here anyway.
Dude, I do. I'd love to have a hockey team.
Well, you can drive to Austin or Houston to go see them.
I mean, like I said, it is one of those things. Getting a hockey team would be awesome. To get another team in Texas, I think, would be great, even if it's not San Antonio.
No, I agree,
but
too. Look,
as a fan of the Dallas Stars and their hashtag Texas Hockey, but this state is big enough. Hell, if Indiana can have 2 football teams, why can't we have 3? Now that the Bears are moving across to Indiana.
The Bears.
Yeah.
Look, I agree. An NHL team would be fun here, and I would become a fan of the San Antonio
Iguanas?
Grizzly Bears.
The Grizzly Bears.
I have no idea. Wow. What would it be? The Chupacabras?
I mean,
maybe the Fred's Fish Fry.
Somebody stop him.
Bill Miller.
Please don't.
We got to take a break anyway. So I'm stopped. We will talk more about the NBA draft. We continue here on the Blitz.
The Bill Miller chopped beef could act as pucks.
Wow, there you go. They really could. Or those burgers, one of the two. I don't know.
Well, those were limited time.
This is the Blitz on 94.1, San Antonio Sports Star.
Getting older is a part of life, and so if you're feeling exhausted all the time, you don't really have to be that way. If your energy is down, your sex drive isn't what it used to be, your workouts aren't the same, your focus is a little off, you just don't feel like yourself anymore, those are all signs that it's time for you to get into Synergenics and get tested for free. And maybe you need TRT. Maybe you don't, but you don't know until you get tested. About 1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone. And for a lot of guys, the symptoms, they come on gradually, so you don't even notice. You just assume that it's part of aging or stress from work, lack of sleep, whatever the case is. At Synergenics, providers specialize in hormone health and testosterone replacement therapy. They use lab work, symptoms, your health history, and your personal goals, and they create a treatment plan that is tailored to you, each patient. No two men are exactly alike. No two treatment plans are exactly alike. And TRT may help support your energy, your focus, your libido, body composition, mood, overall quality of life. You don't have to settle for feeling less than your best. Synergenics also works with most major insurance providers, and that testosterone test is free. So if you want the answers, go get the test for free. Go book that initial appointment online. Synergenics.com, SYNERGENX.com.
Thomas J. Henry Law fights even when the insurance company says your claim is worth nothing. Thomas J. Henry doesn't back down. That's how we put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just the last 4 years. Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
At the Institute for Functional Health, we are dedicated to helping you live life fully, playing with your kids, golfing, and feeling great without relying on pills. We're not about treating symptoms temporarily. We're about extending your health span, the years you live in good health. I'm Dr. Torres, and for over a decade, my team has transformed lives by tackling health issues at the root. Tired of medications without real answers? Take control of your health with us. Call 210-468-1891 for a free Discovery Day consultation or visit iffhealth.com. Improve your health span today.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for buying gas. That's right. You can earn cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside, and just last year, I made nearly $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like extra cash, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you fill your tank. Use promo code PROGRAM25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PROGRAM25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PROGRAM25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Did you really think Pure Talk was just going to sit back and watch America turn 250 years old without doing something awesome to celebrate? Of course not. That's why they're raising $250,000 for America's Warrior Partnership by the end of July. America's Warrior Partnership is on the front line of preventing veteran suicide. They've had extraordinary success, and here's how you can help. When you switch your cell phone service to Pure Talk this month, you'll be invited to round up to support America's Warrior Partnership. No pressure, but if you do, Pure Talk will match your donation dollar for dollar. And to further celebrate 250 years of our extraordinary democratic republic, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. That's pound 250, say Mike Rowe. And happy birthday to us.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the morning huddles, Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two, and then we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the morning huddle and cash in with the morning huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, I'm curious, Jason. Are you excited about tonight? I mean, you're going to go home and, I don't know, fire up the grill, get some stuff ready, and sit there on the edge of your seat and watch the NBA draft.
I am, yes, except for the firing up the grill. I saw on Instagram earlier, barbecue stations doing pork steaks today.
Oh, wow.
They do them every Tuesday.
Really?
And I think that's going to be my dinner.
Wow.
So I'm not going to do the grilling. I think Barbecue Station is going to do the grilling. I just hope they're not sold out by the time I get there. But that's my plan tonight.
Okay. All right.
And then fire up the draft and go.
Well, look, I'm excited.
It's hard to grill for.
Yeah, true. Just for one. I'm excited about I want to see what the Spurs do. I really hope they surprise all of us and make some sort of a move. My gut tells me they won't, but you never know. And so I'm hoping something like that happens, some fireworks, something takes place tonight in the first round of the draft. We'll see. But I'm excited and I'm not. I mean, it's on. I'm going to watch it, obviously, because I want to see what the heck's going on. And I think there will be some other moves, whether it's the Spurs or not. I think there will be. So I'm excited for that reason alone.
And again, I think the biggest firework we saw last night.
Sure.
Right?
With Giannis.
Just some closure to that. And that will allow this draft to, what's the word? I don't want to say operate smoothly, but it kind of set the tone for the draft. That news broke last night. As opposed to, it'd be really cool if it would have happened, at 4 o'clock, right, in the middle of the show, because then you start going, okay, how's that going to affect this year's draft? How does that affect the Spurs? Because I look at Miami, looks like they're in position now to battle with Boston and New York in the East. So does Brian Wright now go, okay, Bam and Giannis, crap. We got Wemby and Luke. We better get somebody that can match up down there. I wonder if there is a domino effect like that has the Spurs thinking, all right, now if we get to the finals and we're playing Miami, would we match up against? I think the Spurs have done a good job of building to beat Oklahoma City, but they weren't a great matchup for the New York Knicks. And now, granted, they had double-digit leads in every one of those games. We don't need to rehash. But at the same time, do you now look at it? Does every team start looking at it going, now, Miami is nowhere near a finished product at this point, but when you got Bam and you got Giannis, that's a hell of a foundation for Pat Riley to start building around.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think defensively they're going to be pretty tough. Whether they've got the firepower to compete with some of these teams, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with Boston. Jaylen Brown's got to be feeling a little like the jilted girlfriend at this time. And this dude's the second time now he's been in a trade package, and it hasn't worked out. So you wonder what's going through his head, and will he demand a trade, or will they try to find another package with some other team or two to try and get him out of Boston, and what do they look like? The Knicks are going to stand pat. We've already said that, and because their owner doesn't want to go over the second apron. So some of those guys may leave. It's going to be interesting. And then you look at Oklahoma City back here in the West. They're drafting high in the draft tonight.
Well, again, all those picks paying off. Damn Atlanta. But when you look at it, and you bring up Jaylen Brown. Last week in the Grand Cayman at the pool bar, some dude from Vermont, big Celtics fan, thought that the Spurs would make a move for Jaylen Brown. Now, he wanted Devin Vassell and Carter Bryant and I forget who else. And I was like, I would love Jaylen Brown on the Spurs. And this guy has no idea what I do for a living, right? We're just two dudes talking ball at the bar. And my problem with Jaylen Brown, and why I don't want to get excited about the rumors about Jaylen Brown being a perfect spot for San Antonio, because he would be, but if that's a guy that doesn't want to play second fiddle to Jason Tatum, is he really going to play second fiddle to Wemby? Because he would be. And quite honestly, when you look at the structure of this team, he might be third fiddle. Right? You know what I mean? Look how long it took Devin Vassell to buy into his role on this team. Now, Devin, at one point, was the best player. And then maybe he was the second best player. And it took until this year and Mitch Johnson to convince him that you're like maybe the third or fourth best player. There are some nights you might be the best, but for the most part, you're not the first, second, or third option.
And look at the year he had.
And look at the year that he had. And that's what this dude at the bar said. Everybody knows that they're going to be second fiddle to Wemby, but they've got a better chance at winning a ring. And I'm like, Jaylen Brown's a Finals MVP, is he not? Like if he doesn't want to be second fiddle to Tatum, do I really think that he would want to be a second fiddle anywhere? If he gets traded, does he want to be the guy? Now, one of the reasons why, according to various reports, Milwaukee and Boston couldn't get a deal done was Milwaukee did not think that Jaylen Brown would sign long-term there.
Uh-huh.
Now, is that because Milwaukee, the city, or the team that they're going to have around him? Because with Giannis out, Jaylen Brown could have gone to Milwaukee and been the guy.
He could have.
So how much does that matter to him? And it's all ego at that point. Does he want to be somewhere to be the guy? Or does he want to be somewhere and be a part of the team and fit in where he fits in?
Well, those are good questions, and I think anybody that has designs on Jaylen Brown is going to – the first thing you're going to think, yeah, we're not giving up all these assets if he's not going to stay here long term. We're not going to do that, whether that's San Antonio or whomever. So that's got to be resolved first and foremost. I think it would be great, but I think that makes some guys replaceable. I think a Keldon Johnson, a Julian Champagnie, if you bring in a Jaylen Brown, could be on the block. Obviously, you got to get rid of a De'Aaron Fox at that point in time just to make the money match up.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that would have to happen there. Obviously, that's a long shot, but there are some reports out there that mention the Spurs as a possible suitor for one Jaylen Brown.
210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. Hey, Lewis, you're on the Blitz.
Yeah, so I think it's actually pretty interesting. I know it's probably a long shot, but I actually thought it was a pretty good idea because one of the things I felt we were missing was a closer. And, so I get he would be playing second fiddle, but when it's crunch time, I feel like he would be the closer that we need. So, yeah, second fiddle throughout the game, but when it's crunch time, he's going to get the accolades. He's going to get the last-second shots. He's going to be the closer that we would need. So I think it might actually work out.
I don't disagree with you. And he is a proven closer.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, and you make a good point, Lewis, when you're talking about Brown, because he's been there, done that, finals MVP. I think it'd be a great addition. It's just, will the Spurs make a blockbuster move like that? Because it will involve moving some players that maybe they don't want to move. Again, a De'Aaron Fox, I think Champagnie is because, his contract's nothing right now. I was talking of giving him an extension, but you wouldn't have to do that. And then you may have to throw in a Devin Vassell, which I would hate because, well, I like Devin Vassell. But to get a player of that caliber, that would be exactly what you'd have to do. So I don't think that's going to happen, but it would not be the worst of things because, again, a closer is something that this team needs. I think Wemby will eventually be that. I think a Dylan Harper will eventually be that. But right now, I'm not sure that they have a closer. Obviously, they don't. We saw them blow leads in the finals every night, so they don't have a closer.
And again, you look at Jaylen Brown is a playmaker, and he's a hell of a defender. And he would be an upgrade over what the Spurs currently have.
Yeah,
and again, I know I said this right after the finals. The Spurs, in my mind, at the beginning of the year, I thought there was one untouchable. Now I think there's three. If you add Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle to the list with Victor. And again, I don't want to see Devin Vassell go anywhere, but if you're going to get somebody of quality, you've got to give up quality.
Yep.
You're not going to be able to say, all right, yeah, let's go get Jaylen Brown and let's throw in Mason Plumlee and, Jordan McCloud. That doesn't work, right? There's three guys on this team, in my mind, that you can't trade away. I'd like to say De'Aaron Fox, although I know his name is out there. I think the Spurs front office has done what should be done and what we haven't seen the Boston front office do. You hear all this stuff in the Spurs front office. Quickly, I read the article while I was on vacation from Michael C. Wright at ESPN. No, he's our guy. We're standing by him. That's what a front office does for a star player whose name is out there in a negative way. You're not hearing that from Boston.
No.
Which makes me really wonder, all right, Jaylen Brown was more than just, all right, man, we love you, but we want Giannis. It feels like there's something there, which also gives me a little bit of pause because when you get a player like Jaylen Brown, who did win Finals MVP, not happy playing second fiddle to Tatum, and the stuff he said on his podcast, livecast, whatever thing right after, I don't want to fall in love with the idea of Jaylen Brown, but I want to fall in love with the idea of Jaylen Brown in the silver and black.
Let's see if this changes your mind. It just so happens a tweet pops up with a projected trade for one Jaylen Brown. Okay. And it is a successful trade, by the way. I will say that.
From the trade machine, right?
From Spotrac, yes.
All right.
The Spurs obviously acquired Jaylen Brown. They would give up De'Aaron Fox and Carter Bryant.
Okay.
According to this, they would give up their first-round pick tonight.
Okay.
First-round pick in 27, 28, 29, and 31.
Whoa.
According to this.
5 first-round picks?
That's what that says, yes. To me, that's too much. I'm not doing that.
Wait, why wouldn't you do that?
5 first-round picks?
Well, I mean, if the Spurs are what we think they are, they're basically second-round picks. They're going to be in the high 20s.
Well, this is
and no plans of being in the lottery anytime soon.
That just seems like a lot to me.
I think if you can part ways with De'Aaron Fox, that puts Dylan Harper in the starting lineup.
Yes. Next to Jaylen Brown. Most likely.
And Castle, right?
Sure.
And Vic.
And Devin Vassell.
I don't want to give up on Carter Bryant, but I will. I mean, the number of first-round picks seems a little bit high to me, but I think I would do that deal. How many first-round picks is in the Giannis deal? Oh, they're down the road, and you're talking about a far different player. There's 3 there. Maybe you end up with 1. But if you're only losing Carter Bryant and De'Aaron Fox to get Jaylen Brown and picks down the road, lots of ways to acquire picks if you need to. So I would do that deal.
Well, it will be interesting.
It's expensive, but again, if you get a player like a Jaylen Brown, the idea of what happened in the finals this year goes away.
It does. Now, according to Jake Weinbach,
Jake?
Yeah. Celtics are entertaining trade offers for Jaylen Brown, per Shams Charania. The Hawks, Rockets, Blazers, Clippers, Spurs, Nuggets, and Pelicans are viewed as potential suitors.
Well, take Portland off the table. They're too damn cheap.
Well,
they just hired a coach today and gave him a 1-year deal. When was the last time you saw a coach get a 1-year deal?
Well, that's ridiculous. But what would concern me is a team like the Nuggets grabbing a guy like that, or the Rockets grabbing a Jaylen Brown.
Again, the Rockets, it feels like everybody is available, right?
Sure.
Again, if I'm giving up one core piece of the starting lineup in De'Aaron Fox and a project in Carter Bryant, although I do think Carter Bryant's got a tremendous upside.
Absolutely.
I think the Rockets, how much of their core are they going to have to give up? Same thing could probably be said about Denver. But that's why you go De'Aaron Fox and you go Carter Bryant and all those picks. If you want Jaylen Brown, you're going to have to overpay for him because there's going to be a lot of competition for him.
And looking at this, and as much crap as De'Aaron Fox has gone through after the finals, he would fit in beautifully with the Boston Celtics. With the pieces that they have already, and just to direct that offense, he would fit in great. And Carter Bryant, obviously, you hate to lose a guy like that, but boy, I don't know. The more I see stuff like this, and the more it's out there, maybe it could be real.
And part of me has been always trained. Thanks, Greg Popovich. When I hear Spurs in the rumors, I don't buy any of them because they always operate in the dark, and then all of a sudden it's like, wow, where'd that come from?
Jaylen Brown's agent.
But in today's world, it feels a little bit different. What do you guys think? Would a Jaylen Brown trade at the cost that Reinagel put out there from the Spotrac trade machine, would that be worth it to you? Or would that be something you are down with? Or what other trades do you think the Spurs should be exploring heading into tonight's draft with that 20th pick? 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776.
Absolutely. We're going to take a break. You ponder that. We're also going to get another participant in our NBA Draft Challenge. And it would be interesting if this deal goes down. The Spurs could actually pick tonight and be picking for the Boston Celtics.
Ooh.
That could actually happen. So you'd still win either way. Give us a call, 656-3776, 656-ESPN. This is The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
And if you're looking for a place to go watch the draft tonight, get into the Rue Pub. They're at 281 and Redland Road. You know there's no better place to go watch any big game, any big event, any big draft. With those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. My Facebook memories from the other day were when the Spurs selected Wemby. And again, the drama wasn't there because we knew what they were going to do, but the party was incredible. It's going to be a fun place tonight as well. And when you get into the Rue Pub, go hungry. The food, incredible. They have the biggest and best wings in town. I love their fried shrimp. Their burgers are incredible. The hot dogs. It's National Onion Ring Day. And you know what? The Rue Pub has the best onion rings in town. Pro tip, get it with a side of barbecue sauce. And that kitchen is open late every day with the full menu available. So if you need a late night meal, don't go to a drive-thru. Get into the Rue Pub there at 281 and Redland Road. Heading down to Rockport, don't forget about the new Rue Pub in Rockport. Rue Pub, happy hour weekdays from 11 to 6. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the draft tonight. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Rue Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Rue.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 and Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney, an attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
Tickets to the world's greatest soccer tournament start at ouch and peak somewhere around, okay, seriously? So, we'll watch from home. Academy Sports and Outdoors makes the best seat in the house your house, with grills that make concession stands nervous, coolers that don't charge $15 for a drink, and official team jerseys so you can find your people fast. Go all in for the cup without pulling a hammy reaching for your wallet. Academy. Fun can't lose.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Our front paws, hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Texas Gun Shows brings you the largest gun shows in Texas, and this weekend they're coming to Round Rock. Open this Friday, 4 to 7 p.m., 10 a.m. to 5 Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 4 Sunday. Texas Gun Shows is at Embassy Suites Round Rock Friday through Sunday, 270 Bass Pro Drive.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, there are new Spurs. Who are they? What do you need to know?
You have your tickets yet? Yep, Supergirl's going to be in the theaters Friday. We'll talk movies as well. Get here early. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Supergirl?
Pledge, is Supergirl a thing? Is that something you're...
Yeah, Millie Accott's playing Supergirl.
So
it comes out in theaters this weekend.
So that's something you're geeked up about seeing?
Yeah, I'm actually planning to go see it on Saturday with AC.
Wow.
AC being a friend of his, not an air-conditioned theater, because they all are.
Are you going to see Supergirl, Minix?
The last movie I saw in a theater was Top Gun. So probably not.
Top Gun, the first one or the second one?
The second one.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Great movie, by the way.
It was.
It sure
I
was.
saw it in the IMAX because that was better.
I don't know.
Now,
Maybe
I just googled Supergirl. I'm. Who is this chick?
She's shiny.
Millie Adcock.
Who?
Millie Adcock.
Her last name is what?
Adcock.
It's not shiny.
Spelled A-L, not A-D. Okay. So that's what I thought you were saying, like ad cock. You were saying
that's what she said.
Well, that would be a Supergirl, wouldn't it?
I guess.
Alcock? Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Millie, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's Google image this.
Oh, she's shiny.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, say your name again, Pledge.
Millie Adcock.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the U.S. Open played?
You tell me, Pledge. Or have the Pittsburgh TV reporter tell us.
And it's already been a year since Oakmont Country Club hosted the 125th U.S. Open. It'll be back here in Western PA in 2033. This summer, Long Island, New York is on the spotlight with Shiny Coxville hosting the 126th U.S. Open.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh. Focus, girl. Focus.
With Shiny Coxville.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's got to go. And, you see some of those Instagram reels with, these are real town names.
Yes.
Some of them are really, seriously, huh?
Song you dong.
Not a real town name. No, I can't say that I knew much about Supergirl. I haven't even seen previews for it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not something I will see. Probably even when it comes out on TV.
Well, if we hear enough about it.
Or Netflix or whatever. Is she going to get naked or something? Or,
The requirements for Ryan Eagle to watch.
I don't know. I'm just checking.
Uh-huh.
Well, I like porn. Oh, my gosh.
Uh-huh.
Supergirl, huh?
Pledge, what's going on with our YouTube feed?
Cameras.
Cameras are bad?
I think so.
I know the
Halen wants me to restart it at the end of the show.
No, the Domer was in here, and that's what he told you to do, restart?
Yeah. He did everything I did and was like, well, try and restart. I was like, that was my plan after the show.
Isn't that what every engineer says? Reboot. I'll never forget that. At Ken's TV, the engineer we had, anytime my computer, well, did you reboot it?
Have you tried turning it off and turn it back on?
And usually that works.
Usually.
I'm like, that must be an engineering school these days. Restart. Just do that.
Why didn't you do that before you called the engineer?
Because I thought it was something more serious than that. I didn't know that. I could be an engineer. Just reboot that. It'll be fine.
Isn't that how you fix everything in the house?
Well, yeah.
All right, so why do you need to call an engineer at work? You know you just have to reboot it.
I want them to feel important, Minix. It's like Hayden coming in here.
Or Halen.
Or
What's his name?
Halen coming in here and
What's her
telling you to reboot it.
Is he friends with Aaron Darnold?
Yeah, he might be.
Who is Aaron Darnold?
Dude, I was talking about Aaron Donald, and I was calling him Darnold yesterday.
God, you missed me, didn't you?
Well, I mean, it's I got a producer in here, and I'm making an ass out of myself, and he's just sitting there.
Shiny Cox.
You know, sometimes you want to watch the train wreck.
I guess so.
And not prevent it.
I guess so.
I think that's what he was trying to do.
I guess so. Joe's toes.
No, we're not going down that path. No.
He went the Tyrone Corbin path.
Oh, my gosh.
You brought up Tyrone Corbin again?
Well, it was by request.
By request from who?
Pledge or somebody else. I don't know. I'm going to write a book, dude. I'm telling you.
Dude.
And there's going to be a chapter in there dedicated to Tyrone Corbin's shiny.
Shiny Cox.
So it was shiny, huh?
Well,
Shiny Cox.
Scared the crap out of me, I'll tell you that.
Hey, Frank, bail us out of this, man. You're on the Blitz. Frank.
Man, I don't know where to
Keep
start.
it together, Frank.
Yeah, here we go, Frank.
You're supposed to be the bailout guy.
I got you. We're good. We're good. Now, I don't know if Jalen Brown's a really good fit. I get it, talented, very talented, but he's in the squabble with Stephen A. Smith right now, right? Back and forth, and I don't think he really liked being named in the Giannis thing. And, so I don't know if he's a character guy that normally the Spurs look at. And, hey, I mean, I get it, the contract for contract with De'Aaron Fox, but I don't know. I don't know if he's a good fit.
So you're not one of these that is all pissed off at De'Aaron Fox and we need to get rid of him at all costs?
No, I think he had a really good season, and he was one of the guys that really kind of bailed the Spurs out along, in hard time in games where it was like they needed a person to take over and control the game somewhat. So, but we got into the playoffs, and hey, it was this new territory for them. They didn't really have a feel for what everything was going to be like, and hey, I mean, it didn't happen for him. And New York was hot. Jalen Brunson, man, he couldn't touch him.
Huh. Well, finally, Frank, a sensible take.
I'm not pissed off at all.
Good, a sensible take, finally. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Frank.
Frank bailed us out, but your old photographer at Ken 5, Marcus, is reeling us back in.
I know it.
Is he verifying for you?
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know if Marcus was working there or not, or if that was I guess he was. But yeah, it was dude.
Well, no.
Shiny Cox.
Marcus, you might need to call in and tell this story on the air because me reading your text just sounds awful and it's in my voice. But first off, apparently
some of that's not exactly true.
Well, that you didn't nickname him the Anaconda?
I did not do that, and I did
Joe
look away.
couldn't look away.
No, I did look away. Dude, I had never seen anything like that in my entire life.
Doesn't sound like you looked away.
I'm just saying. It scared the crap out of me. Who let this python in here?
Anaconda?
Whoa. I was afraid he's going to hurt his knee with that thing banging in there.
I just said his knee.
It's going to be, yeah. It's going to be, yeah.
Were you standing or on your?
I was standing ready. Right. I was doing an interview or about to, or a live shot or something.
You couldn't talk, could you?
Dude, I would challenge anybody that witnessed that to be able to talk.
Were you looking it in the eye?
No, Pledge, I was not.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. This is a family show, dude.
Saying the height difference.
It's a family show. We need to get a participant in our Spurs draft contest.
Squirrel.
Well, yeah, I'm bailing out of this as quick as eject. All you have to do is be caller number 5 right now. Okay, but here are the rules. What are the Spurs going to do at number 20? Who are they going to take? Now, you can't pick Alan Graves. You can't pick Chris Senack. You can't pick Kareem Lopez, nor can you pick Jaden Quintons or Koa Pete out of Arizona, or trade the pick away. All of those are off the table, so you got to come out with something fresh and new.
210-656-ESPN, 656-3776, because tomorrow, of the people that get qualified, if you nail the pick, you win a prize pack that Joe is showing to the camera that doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
We just went over that, Banna. The camera's not working. But Joe was trying to model it like he's on The Price is Right.
The star of the show is a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom, but you also get a Rangers jersey, a Nolan Ryan Rangers jersey with fake blood on it, a bobblehead. You get a San Antonio Sports Star T-shirt, which is very schwanky. Plus, you get a bottle opener, a koozie, and a pin. What a prize package for you. Caller number 5, give us a pick, and we'll see how you do tonight. We're going to register you, and then we'll have one more right before we go away tonight at the end of the show, and then we'll have our 8 contestants, and we'll see what happens. So this is the time we have to tap dance, Minix, and wait until we get Pledge gets all the info, and we get the guy on the line.
Yeah, efficiency is not high up there on the strengths of James Pledger. So you could get the 5th caller, put him on, and then get all the information afterwards.
That is absolutely
that
true.
Would be a little bit more efficient. But since this is the 7th person, why would we change it up now?
I don't know. That's a good question. I was Fred Astaire yesterday.
I heard. Trust me, I was driving around listening to you.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. What is that, Pledge? Catherine?
Catherine? All right.
Yes.
Catherine, you're on the Blitz.
Hello.
How are you? What are the Spurs going to do tonight, Catherine?
Brandon Burries, University of Arizona.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm already against that.
Brandon Burries.
Oh, stop it. You know what? I picked this 2 days ago, and then when you guys started this, or a day ago, whatever it was, and then today, during ESPN's middle, Rich Eisen's fill-in, they actually had it too. So I just want you to know.
Here's the thing, Catherine. I hope you are wrong, and not because you picked an Arizona Wildcat.
I know. I know.
He's a guard, and they don't need a guard.
But he's multi-talented.
Well, all right, but he's still a guard, and I've seen him in the top 10, top 12 most of the time.
It's the 20th pick.
It's the 20th pick?
Well, I don't know. The mock draft I'm looking at right now, USA Today, they have Berries going, let me see here. They've got him going number 9 to the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be bad.
It's your pick. It's a wasted pick, though, Catherine.
Catherine, they could be drafting for the Boston Celtics, so you never know.
And they're not going to trade up for Brandon Berries. Yeah.
If it's a wasted pick, you owe me a beer.
Whoa!
Wait.
Yeah, Minix, you owe her a beer.
For what? She's wasting her pick. She should buy me a beer. Buy you a beer
for
wasting time.
Wow.
You get a chance to get into a contest, and you swing and you miss.
Never a waste of time when Catherine calls. Come on.
Your kid goes to Arizona. She shows up at all her events in her Arizona gear.
I know.
And she doesn't even like Arizona.
My husband is ASU. Seriously, it's hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got you down, Catherine. Thanks for playing.
Exactly. So the next one is going to have a better chance. The next qualifier.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We will see.
We will see. Enjoy your disappointment tonight, Catherine. All right.
Nice sunshine there.
All right. Yes, there is. And it's Arizona's not. Arizona State's a very shiny campus.
Arizona State.
If you know what I mean.
The worst thing you could do is go to Tempe, Scottsdale, Halloween weekend with your daughter and your wife.
Dude.
Brutal.
Yeah.
That's a mistake I'll never make
You talk
again.
about Marcus Floyd. He knows this. We drove through that campus one day, and I broke my neck.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well done. That Arizona sun is good for things.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking the NBA draft. We're also talking
It's
about...
hard. Yeah, it's definitely hard.
What the hell else are we talking about? Brendan Sorsby just got slammed
soft.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're talking about all of it. We continue here on the Blitz. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, injuries happen, whether it's your neck, your elbows, broken bones, dislocations, sprains, strains, whatever happens. Skip the ER, get over to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. They cover all your walk-in injuries, and they're over there in the Corey area, so very convenient. Extended hours Monday through Saturday. They have your on-site x-ray, casting, and bracing. They have everything you need to treat your injury, but best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. So if you're injured, get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic. Learn more online at TSAOG.com.
Taking you home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6. KTFM Floresville. And everywhere at SASportsStar.com.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Hi, I am Officer Sarai Walton with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring, and you can apply online if you think you have what it takes to become part of the SAPD family. Submit your application at sapdcareers.com. Once you submit your application, you will be contacted to begin the process. The San Antonio Police Department is always hiring. Start your journey to a rewarding career by applying online at sapdcareers.com. That is sapdcareers.com.
Soccer fans, you know the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to watch any big game with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. From World Cup to baseball to all the fights, get into the Roo Pub. And when you show up at the Roo, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
And they're off. Place your bets and win big this summer at Retama Park with live quarter horse racing starting June 25th through August 22nd. Catch back-to-back fireworks shows July 3rd and 4th. Camel, ostrich, and zebra races July 17th and 18th. Weenie dog races on August 22nd and more. General admission is only $5. Military and first responders get in free every Thursday night. Purchase tickets and make dining reservations at tickets.retamapark.com. Feel the rush of live racing and big payouts this summer only at Retama Park.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
NBA Draft is tonight. The Spurs have the 20th pick. You can hear it all right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. We'll get started at 6:30. A lot of trades ahead of the draft. The biggest one, though, Giannis is a buck no more. Milwaukee trades him and Bobby Portis to the Miami Heat for Tyler Hero, some other players, and picks. And the NFL announced today, no supplemental draft. That kind of screws Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Blitz. 2 decades on the radio, Jason Minix. 2 decades on TV, Joe Reinagel. 2 San Antonio sports voices you've trusted for years. This is The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
NBA Draft Day. That's what it is on this Tuesday afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on The Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He is Jason Minix, and well, congratulations if you just walked out of your office. You're off. Your Tuesday's over. Go enjoy the draft.
Absolutely. And now you call it NBA Draft Day. Apparently it's story time about Joe Day. Marcus Floyd calling in. Marcus.
Hello, gentlemen. How you guys doing?
I'm good, and I know I said to call into details, but I don't know that I really need more details to hear about Joe staring at another man's junk.
Joe, for that one, so I was not at that one, Jason. I can tell you the truth. I was not at that one. That was Richard Valdez, the previous guy before me. But Joe talked about that for years. It was etched in his mind. It was embedded. So it stayed with him for years. So I don't think he ever got over that.
It's still embedded, so to speak.
Good thing it was embedded there. Good thing it was embedded there, Joe.
Dude,
I love wieners.
I'm telling you, that man, I just wanted to give him a standing ovation. I mean, what else do you do?
As long as he wasn't standing, if you know what I mean.
He was a tripod, if you know what I mean.
Hey, and again, I was in the same locker room different times, so I saw it. I was not that one time when Joe was there. And just another quick anecdote. Ron Harper was famous for not getting dressed and sitting in the locker room, towel over his shoulder, entertaining everyone.
Yep.
Just butt naked.
You know, that's what, and I it's kind of changed as there are more female reporters in locker rooms.
Well, Ron didn't give a damn.
But for a lot of people, and again, you know, and this, honestly, size didn't matter because there were some very proud and sure, but a lot of locker rooms are full of exhibitionists, and they don't give a damn.
Well,
and
have you seen Dylan's mama?
Stop.
I think he impressed somebody.
Stop. Stop.
You know, Justin, we were in the locker room the one time where WFAA went live in the Dallas Cowboys locker room and showed everything. And they banned live shots in the locker room for, 3 seasons there, Joe?
Yep.
Because of showing everything live. And I think they even got in trouble with the FCC for that one.
Probably. I mean, but again, you're in a locker room and grown-ass men are walking around butt naked. They're not shy.
They don't give a damn.
Right.
Again,
they don't care.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, do you know that Joe and I were even at the wardrobe malfunction for Janet Jackson?
Well, so was I. When Janet showed me her nipple. I mean, the crazy thing about that, though, during the Super Bowl, because it was pre-Twitter days, when we were so high up at then Reliant Stadium that we didn't know there was an issue until a paper press release gets passed out about the, oopsie, we apologize.
See, and Marcus can attest to the 2 drunk girls grabbing my butt during a live shot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was fantastic. And his phone blew up and my phone blew up immediately. Because it was like he said, woohoo! He did that. Exactly. And we were like, whoa. And they were shiny.
They were shiny. Yes, they were.
Yeah, but they were drunk and didn't know what they were grabbing.
They enjoyed themselves. Are you kidding me?
They were looking at Marcus and grabbing Joe. I mean,
Yeah. And I will attest that I like that one. That's a good one. Yeah. No,
absolutely.
I mean, and we were just before that live shot. We were going, man. I don't know. These people are acting kind of crazy. I don't know. And we did it anyways. And Joe always talks about we should write a book. Jason, one thing y'all's intro says is 20 years on television. But it should say 20 years on television being carried by Marcus Floyd. That's how it should be.
The reality is, though, it was 25 on TV, and I think you're 29 on radio, but we don't let facts get in the way of a good story. But, yeah,
exactly.
Trust me, man, my back is starting to hurt. I know what you mean when you talk about carrying Joe for all these years.
All these years. And we went all over the country. He went all over the world, all over the country, and we did good work, but we had such a good time every time. We worked hard and we played hard and we had fun.
Absolutely.
Like you said, man,
all work. All work, no play when we travel. You know better.
Some of those things you just can't tell.
No.
Like the one time that
wait. Hey, hold on. The one
practice and the whole flight, the whole practice, and the first live shots. Why? Because he was asleep. Did you say that?
And when you say asleep, you mean passed out?
Yeah. He probably passed out the night before and been out hanging out. And I'm calling him, Joe, where you at? Joe, where you at? Now I'm in Dallas. Joe, where you at? Now I'm almost in Los Angeles. And Joe's still trying to get trying to get up and get out there.
Oh,
I
my
cover the
gosh.
whole practice and everything by myself.
Well, I will say this, Marcus, and I appreciate it. To this point, Joe hasn't missed anything on radio. Now there was one time he damn near missed the flight at the last Army Navy game, but he made it just in time.
Okay.
Just in time. Yeah, just in time.
He must have not combed his hair. That day.
No, he's wearing a hat.
I don't know what the hell y'all are talking about.
I don't either. I don't either. Appreciate it.
I tell you what, that's my brother from another mother there, I tell you.
That's it,
I'm
brother.
sorry to take up y'all's time, but I can regale you for hours with these kind of stories with Joe Reinagle.
We're writing a book, bro.
You know, and Marcus, appreciate the phone call. You talk about stories like this and your friends that know you well.
Yeah.
And I have a friend who made a colossal mistake recently. And it feels like something Reinagle would do. This was not Joe Reinagle. I can promise you that.
Yes. I know where you're going with this.
But it's something that Joe Reinagle would do.
I don't think so, but go ahead.
Well, again, Joe wouldn't do this, but he would make this mistake if he did this. And I'm going to tell this story to help all you guys out, especially if you're a little bit older, because the younger generation, they seem to do this far too often. But I have a friend who is recently remarried in the last 2 years. And his wife was traveling, and she asked for a picture of his.
Yeah, shiny thing.
He has never done one of these types of photos, but he did.
Shiny cocks.
Yep. So he takes the photo, and he's going to send it to her. And about the time he's getting ready to send it to her, he gets an incoming text from his guy friends that get together for breakfast every day. There's like 13, 14 guys on this text thread, all his closest friends. And somehow that photo ends up with all of his friends.
Now, they did something with that photo, didn't they?
Well, I mean, that photo might be on Skinny Can Koozies. Probably going to be on T-shirts.
Yes.
He will never live this one down. Guys, don't take a picture like that. Nobody really wants to see it, even if she asks for it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And that would never happen. I'm not doing that. Now, number one, I'd need a telephoto lens. Number two,
I don't want a big long
I
thing
don't
down
want.
there.
I don't want that. I don't want that out there. You kidding me?
Just saying, guys, don't take a photo like that.
Please don't.
Don't. And if you do, be very careful before you hit send.
Dude, have you done that before, though? I've done that before, not with those pictures, but with texts. You.
Yeah,
that I'm thinking I'm
Ryan
sending
Eagle doesn't know how to work a phone.
Send it to somebody else, and it goes to you. And
you sent it to me. You meant it for somebody else.
Yes, I did.
Yes. You didn't send it to them. You sent it to me.
I know.
But it was meant for.
Yes.
But, guys, just don't take those photos.
Yeah, don't.
And if you do, don't send them to your guy friends.
Please. They don't want to see it. I promise you that.
Well, you know what? There's a lot of entertainment that comes when your buddy accidentally sends you that.
Yeah, you're going to.
Because the crap that will live with that forever.
We got a poll up. Did I mention that? Staying in the same moment, we do have a poll up. What do the Spurs do in the first round of the NBA draft tonight? Stick and pick at 20, trade up, trade back, trade out. 52% of you say they're going to pick at number 20. 25% of you say they're going to trade up. 22% of you say they're going to trade out. Trade back is 2%. Not sure who did that, but there you go. Go to our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. You can like, subscribe, and vote in our poll. Let us know what you think. And again, we have one more entry that we're going to do here towards the end of the show today to get into our NBA Spurs Draft Challenge. We'll do all that. We'll talk to Charean Williams, Mother Football, when we return here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Speaking of getting T-shirts made, if you need T-shirts made, go see Sam over at Sammy's Embroidery and Printing down on San Pedro. From T-shirts to getting your logo on golf shirts, fishing shirts, dress shirts, koozies, Sam has everything that you need. He's got all the big-name brands as well, including hats, over 25,000 caps, and more than 75 color combinations are on display in his showroom, and he's got all the popular cap brands waiting for your logo, including the Richardson 112 style trucker caps, Katie caps, Nike, Cap America. Over 700 uniform lines to choose from all kinds of industries. And if you do run a business, Sam has a new sign shop, so it's much more than just uniforms. He can do your signs, banners, flags, card magnets, window decals, vehicle wraps, and so much more. I'm not sure what Sam can't do when it comes to promotional items or getting gear made, your logo on, whatever you need it to. And you know nobody has better prices. Sam is the only company in Texas that offers one-day turnaround. No order too big, no order too small, and all items do come with a warranty. Call 210-824-3900 or go by that massive showroom on San Pedro, a mile inside Loop 410 across from the McDonald's, or check the website, samsembroidery.com for Sammy's Embroidery Club.
The Morning Huddle.
Why are you dressed like that? You look poor. Dude, you're in a prison jumpsuit. You look poor.
Well, his techs are green.
What's wrong with your clothes? You look poor. That's why I always tell Rob when he says those green techs. Why are your techs green? You look poor.
I know. Poor people.
Oh.
I'm with you. I used to make fun of guys like me. I get it.
Galana says, you text green like a poor. You text like a poor person with your green bubble. B. Hannon says, a girl stopped talking to me because I sent her a green text.
The Morning Huddle with AJ and Rob. Weekday mornings 6 to 10. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car or truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
This Father's Day, do more with Dad and spend less with low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. Get him fired up with a new grill and accessories, like the Next Grill 5-burner for just $299, so you can spend more time together while he becomes the grill master he was always meant to be. Or build memories with savings on top brand power tools so you can tackle projects side by side. Gift more and do more together this Father's Day with help from the Home Depot. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. Trade every match from the opening rounds all the way to the final. Last week, Portugal was trading at 12% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade could pay out $800 if they win soccer's biggest prize. Want to know where they're at today? Check Kalshi. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code PITCH to get a $10 credit when you trade $10. That's promo code PITCH. Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Must be present in state where it is legal to trade. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. $10 free credit with no expiration. Restrictions and eligibility requirements Requirements apply. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory.
Summer's hottest deals are officially here at North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a $369 a month lease payment on a 2026 Silverado 1500 Custom. Right now, 0% APR for 60 months on any 2026 Silverado 1500. Or get 2.9% financing on the 2026 Traverse or Trax LT. Together, let's drive. North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes from Loop 410 in Castroville. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
This World Cup update on San Antonio Sports Star is brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Soccer's biggest event in the world is here, and Twin Peaks has the best seats in the house for your favorite matchups, paired with daily goal-worthy specials. With 4-area Twin Peaks location, Twin Peaks is your home for the world's biggest soccer event. Eats, drinks, and scenic views.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer Update, sponsored by Sleep Number. Save on cooling comfort during Sleep Number's 4th of July sale, only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com. Final seconds in Boston Group L action. England and Ghana are scoreless. England with nearly 80% possession, but they have been unable to break through, looking like it's headed towards a draw here between the two nations. Earlier today, the action started with Ronaldo's redemption in Group K. Portugal routed Uzbekistan 5-0, and a major bounce-back performance for Portugal and for Cristiano Ronaldo, the 41-year-old with a 6-minute goal, and it made him the first player in tournament history to score in 6 different World Cups. He added another in the 39th minute, and it was enough to put Portugal at the top of Group K as things stand. I'm Lucas Panzica, Westwood One Sports.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And right now, new mattresses start at $1,500 during our 4th of July sale. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number. To a good life sleep.
Get ready to gear up for the final stretch. Henkel Summer of Soccer Sweepstakes is giving fans the chance to win U.S. Soccer store gift cards to stock up on everything you need to support the home team. Last chance to win, enter now. No purchase necessary. Starts June 16th and ends July 31st, 2026. Must be 18 and a resident of the contiguous United States. Sponsored by Henkel. Henkel, proud partner of U.S. Soccer.
This is AJ Hop.
Big upset in World Cup action today.
Upset?
Yes.
Okay.
Ghana ties England. That's huge.
You're saying England didn't win.
They didn't win.
That's the upset.
Yeah, but I mean, if you tie, that's like a loss, isn't it?
Well, no, it's a tie.
Well, I don't know how it is in World Cup action. They shouldn't have lost to Ghana.
Well, they didn't lose to Ghana. They tied Ghana.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they're feeling great about that. Yeah, boys, we tied them.
If there is a World Cup aficionado that can explain what the draw actually means as opposed to the outright win, because I have no idea. They didn't. Neither. I don't know. Did they get a point or they get so?
Instead of the 2 points for a win, they each split a point. So
yeah, sure.
Group stage is determined on points.
So how's England doing there in the group stage?
Wow.
You don't know that off the top of your head, Pledge? Come on, dude.
Not off the top of my head.
No, come on.
They are tied with Ghana with 4 points atop Group L.
So they're atop the group anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
I think they both pretty much clinched. They both have 4 points. The next two, Panama and Croatia, neither have a point.
Oh, so they're in an easy group. They're in a pass-through group
Piece
anyway.
Of cake. Yeah.
I'll tell you, I was in Grand Cayman last week.
Bragger.
Yep, definitely bragging. And there's a dude there. You know, it's the West Indies. It's kind of one of they drive on the wrong side of the road. They're I don't know. But you met a ton of people from Texas.
Yeah.
And then random from wherever, and then a lot of people from England.
Yeah, yeah.
And they drive on the wrong side of the road.
Huh.
But there was a dude, and again, I'm not the soccer expert. Don't ever confuse me with Katie Goodman for a variety of reasons.
Well, yeah, many reasons.
But there was a guy from England, and he actually made this comparison to me. England should win the World Cup every time, yet they haven't won it apparently since the 30s. He referred to England as the Dallas Cowboys of the World Cup.
Well, that makes sense, right?
No, it doesn't.
Well, it does make sense because every World Cup is their World Cup, and they fall short. And so that's kind of very similar to the Cowboys.
The fact
every year.
That this jolly old mate from England would make that comparison.
Old mate.
Son of a...
See, I didn't. I
thought I was talking to Will Gavin, the King of England.
I watched a game with a young man from England, and he didn't compare the Cowboys and the
no, because he
English
said they were
team.
going to win. See, this guy's like a Cowboy fan. Yeah, we should win, but we won't. You know, Dak Prescott's going to screw it up in the playoffs. There's always that kind of fan, and that's what this guy was.
We'll see what happens. They're still alive, though. But I'm surprised because just when I start to think there's a favorite and one team that's going to go out and do it all. Now, you know, Spain had a draw early on, which was kind of an upset. France, I guess, is looking the best of anybody.
Well, I don't know. Argentina looked really good.
Well, they look good. The United States looks good.
Well, the United States looks really good.
They do.
But I don't know. Think about the great state of Texas, though. Yesterday, you had Messi get a couple of goals up in Dallas.
Uh-huh.
Today, Ronaldo has gotten a couple goals down in Houston.
How about that? They like Texas.
Of course, who doesn't?
Obviously.
But it, you know, like imagine if you were a fan that was at the game yesterday and then drove down 45 and went to the game today.
Oh, wow.
And you saw both of those in person. And I know a guy from here that actually did that.
Really?
And to think that, dude, not many people on earth went to both of those games in person. And the fact that, because I know there was a lot of negativity about Ronaldo and do they need to move on from him because is he past his prime? Is he, you know, kind of like Kevin Durant now, just too old, can't do it anymore, shouldn't be the focus, all that kind of stuff. And he delivers big time today.
Well, good for him. I mean, you know, even a blind squirrel finds an acorn now and then.
Yeah, he got a couple today.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so it was a good day. Calling Ronaldo a blind squirrel.
Well, I'm just saying it's a metaphor or
is it
not a metaphor?
Who?
I don't know what I'm looking for, but you know what I mean.
Not at all.
Yeah, well.
I want you to explain further, my friend.
I'm just saying, when you say that, it's like, you know, even the most unluckiest guy finds luck every now and then. It's kind of what that means. So
even Joe's won on a slot machine, so
on occasion, yes.
Well, and by the way, thanks for the beef jerky. I mean, I know when you started playing that slot machine, you were hoping to win some jerky.
Dude, I've got that bag in there that we haven't even put a dent in yet.
Not really.
We've eaten a hell of a lot of it.
Oh, but we do have a lot of cookies.
And I've got another one at home. So, yeah, a lot of beef jerky from my shopping spree at Love's.
Maggie's shopping spree.
In Weimar, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thing your wife is lucky.
That was like a real kick in the gut.
What?
No, that you couldn't get the money.
Well, there was a sign on the wall.
I know, but who's looking at that? I'm all excited.
You wonder,
the wife's winning. I'm excited. It's like,
dude, I'm driving around yesterday after I got back, and I'm listening to tell this story. And I know you well enough. And then you saw the sign. And you started the story like that, a whole room full of slot machines.
They did.
And nobody in there. Should have been your sign.
It should have been.
Yet there was a sign on the wall.
But it was kind of hidden. I mean, you know.
What do you mean kind of hidden?
Well, it was dark in there.
It was a dark.
Well, it wasn't dark, but it wasn't lighted either.
It wasn't lit or it was dark. It's one of the two. Or it's a normal room that you walk into that has lights. No, you were focused on slot machines and not reading the sign.
Of course.
I mean, all of a sudden you're a Chuck E. Cheese for adults. Dude. You know, get all the tickets you can and go pick a prize.
Well, and the other thing is I'm wondering how the hell they have 10 slot machines in this room. That's not, you can't do that, right? I mean, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know how those. Well, I do know how because I've been in there. Those slot.
What's that?
The slots to win or whatever.
Yeah, whatever
spin
that
to win.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it.
Well, because there you win, and they buy you you get a baseball card, and they put a value on
Yes.
it, and certain how that's what you seem to won.
Well, at least they give you money.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Eventually, yes.
And free beer.
Two.
Yeah. Although they don't keep track.
I was just disappointed. That's all.
What do you mean? You got jerky?
Well, I got 2 huge bags of beef jerky.
Yeah.
And Christmas gifts for all the grandkids.
And half a tank of gas.
And half a tank of gas, which, these days is a lot of money.
Well, wait a minute. So you could apply your slot machine winnings to the gas?
I could do everything but
Get
alcohol. Cash. Well, no, you can't buy alcohol with it.
All right.
And there was something else, lottery tickets.
Okay.
Which sucks. I mean, what the hell? I could have grabbed, case of beer. 2 or 3 cases of beer.
Now, could you buy all that crap and then return it for cash?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, if you get a receipt, right? It's got a value on it.
That's a good
You
question.
walk out, you bring it back. Yeah, you know what?
I don't.
I really wanted that mini fridge. I just give me the cash.
I don't know if you could do that.
Well, go back.
Well, I've already eaten half a bag of beef jerky, so
you don't return that bag, but the other ones and whatever other crap that you bought.
Dude, do you know how far Weimar is? It's like you're almost to Houston.
Almost to Houston.
Yes.
Uh-huh. But you're going to stop there on your next trip to Houston.
Well, I don't know when that's going to be.
When is the baby due?
August.
You'll be there 4 times before that baby's due, and then you're going to be there when the baby's arrived.
No, Maggie will be there.
You will be too.
Well, I'll be flying in and out.
That's what you think. That's what you think. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
No, when in August?
I don't remember.
Well, you should know that. We've got a busy August.
Well, I don't care.
Well, I mean,
it's not at the end of August. It's before that.
Okay, so it's not going to mess up the circuit trip.
Well, not for me anyway. Now, my wife might be a different story, but
dude, you're going to have to be there. You are going to have to be there.
No,
dude.
I got to work, dude. Work.
Everybody listening knows right now.
Do you know me better than that? You honestly believe that no, that ain't happening.
I know you well.
I will.
I know your wife well.
I'm gonna order Courtney a pizza with jalapenos on it right at August 1st to start that baby getting uncomfortable in there and wanting to get the hell out.
Well, we'll be in Oxnard.
Well, that's fine. They have phones in Oxnard.
And I know you. I don't want to say you could care less about being there, but I know your wife is going to require your attendance.
No, she's not, because only on the weekend. She knows. I mean, she knows because we got the other one coming in July.
You got one in July too.
Well, yes.
Jesus.
I'm telling you, dude. I got a whole
family of rabbits.
I got a whole tribe. Now, that's what I tell my kids. I said, "Damn."
Although you have 5, it comes by naturally.
Don't you guys know what the hell causes this?
Well,
don't you go buy a damn TV?
Well, I think what they're watching on the TV helps cause it.
Jeez.
But there's other things they could do to prevent that.
Learn how to play gin or something. I don't know.
Dude. Seriously.
Monopoly?
Get them fixed.
What?
Worry-free sex is the best.
I think one of my daughters did that after the second baby.
Yeah?
Yeah, so that's the end of that, which is good.
Yeah.
One of, doesn't even know which one.
I do, but I wasn't going to say her name.
Can you name all the grandkids?
Oh, jeez, you put me on the spot. That's like reciting the alphabet backwards. Heard a story at the gym the other day. A guy was telling me he's in a boat. They're out on the lake, and they get pulled over by the wildlife game warden, and wants to check to see if the guy who's driving is drunk. He said, I need you to do the alphabet backwards. I'm going, dude, I couldn't do that stone sober. Are you kidding me? So think about that. Can you do that? Could you do the alphabet backwards?
No.
I mean, that seemed a little unfair to me. Because I could be sober as a judge, man, and I'm not doing that.
You know, but I'm a smart ass. I would just turn around and do the alphabet. Which may or may not have happened.
Well, that's just police officers, all due respect, don't do that. That's not fair.
Well, no, but I think the drunkenness is when somebody starts with STU, X, B, C, and then they know you're.
I mean, honestly, I don't know that I could do that right now, and I haven't had a drink today at all.
How does the alphabet end?
With a Z.
So you start there.
XYZ. ZYX.
Yeah. All right, cool. You're good.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Jeez. We got to take a break. Hey, before we go, though, we got tickets to give away. And we want to do that right now to the San Antonio River Monsters Baseball. It's a 4-pack. First year in the TCIL. It's a wood bat league. It features top college players. They play all their home games at UIW. Now, tickets are available at rivermonsterbaseball.com, or you can win them right now. A 4-pack to go see the River Monsters play baseball. Caller number what, Minix?
How many grandkids?
9?
Caller 9, 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776.
This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Let me tell you about Quartermoon Plumbing, Heating, and AC. You're having issues at the house? Call Quartermoon, 210-651-5899. Plumbing issues, AC issues, they're going to get you taken care of. And another thing that they're taking care of is the smell of your house. If your house smells a little bit off, that actually could be your AC unit. So at Quartermoon, because this is needed, they've developed the Breathe Easy package. What they're going to do is they're going to come and deep clean basically everything in your AC. The blower motor, blower wheel, the AC housing, the coil, disinfect the inside of your AC cabinet, and then install a UV light that's going to zap bacteria and other stuff that's hanging out in there. You're going to get cleaner air, a fresher home, and everything's going to smell the way it should be. So if your house is smelling a little bit off, it ain't you. It's your AC, and it can be taken care of easily by calling Quartermoon at 210-651-5899, 651-5899, or online at quartermoonplumbing.com.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the Morning Huddles. Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits 1, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits 2. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Hey guys, it's AJ, and between us, when you hit a certain age, things start to feel a little bit off. You're tired all the time, your energy's low, and maybe your drive isn't what it used to be. A lot of that can come down to low testosterone. That's why I want you to give a call to Game Day Men's Health Alamo Ranch on Wiseman Boulevard. They understand what guys are dealing with, and they make the process so easy. The office has a relaxed man cave vibe. Everything starts with a free testosterone test done right there in their in-house lab. After that, you'll meet with a licensed provider to create a custom treatment plan designed for you. And here's the best part, you can start treatment the same day. After a month, you'll be noticing more energy, a better mood, and a boost in your libido. Don't settle. Be the best version of yourself. After a month, you can notice more energy, a better mood, and a boost in your libido. Give them a call, 830-376-9100. 830-376-9100. 830-376-9100 for Game Day Men's Health, Alamo Ranch.
Texas Gun Shows brings you the largest gun shows in Texas, and this weekend they're coming to Round Rock. Open this Friday, 4 to 7 p.m., 10 a.m. to 5 Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 4 Sunday. Texas Gun Shows is at Embassy Suites Round Rock Friday through Sunday, 270 Bass Pro Drive.
Hey, San Antonio, did you know your city has its own professional indoor football team? That's right, the San Antonio Gunslingers play pro football in Freeman Coliseum all spring and summer long. Fast-paced, hard-hitting action in the cool, comfortable indoor arena. No blazing Texas heat, just pure excitement. It's football the way it was meant to be, right here at home. Learn more, grab tickets, and follow online at SanAntonioGunslingers.com and on social media. The San Antonio Gunslingers, your indoor pro football team.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And right now, new mattresses start at $1,500 during our 4th of July sale. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number. To a good life sleep.
The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted law firm for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us today. Jose, tell us about the cases you all specialize in.
We do ride-sharing cases, we do 18-wheeler cases, work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
Kohl's deal days are right on time. Summer arrives and suddenly you need shorts that fit, flip-flops that survive the pool deck, a bath towel that isn't secretly your beach towel. Get up to 50% off at Kohl's and Kohls.com, plus daily deals, free shipping, and instant Kohl's Cash. Now the only thing left on your list is having fun. Select styles, exclusions apply, no purchase necessary to get instant Kohl's Cash. While supplies last, ends June 28th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Coming up on the Morning Huddle, there are new Spurs. Who are they? What do you need to know? You have your tickets yet? Yep, Supergirl's going to be in the theaters Friday. We'll talk movies as well. Get here early. Party starts at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, Jason, we got some unfinished business to take care of, my friend.
What's that?
We need one more contestant in our NBA Spurs Draft Challenge, and we're going to knock that out right now. Now, we've got 7 entrants right now. Alan Graves, Chris Senack, Tradeaway, Kareem Lopez, Jaden Quintons, Koa Pete, and Brendan Berries out of Arizona. So you can't pick any of those. All right, so if you are caller number 5 right now, I need a pick on what you think the Spurs will do at number 20 tonight. 656-3776, 656-ESPN.
So caller 5, and again, if you nail the pick, you win this prize pack.
Yes.
That includes a lot of swag and a $50 gift card to Mellow Mushroom.
Which is the headliner of the gift swag.
Absolutely. I thought it was the... Yeah, it's the Mellow Mushroom.
Absolutely.
There's a bobblehead in there.
Yeah.
There's a Texas Rangers jersey.
Nolan Ryan.
The bloody one.
Bloody jersey.
Is there a 94-1 T-shirt in there?
There is. There's a koozie in there, too.
You get a koozie?
A pen.
A pen.
And a bottle opener.
And a bottle opener.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is a hell of a prize package.
And a bag that you could use at H-E-B.
Well,
if you're one of those types that remember to take your bags into H-E-B.
We're throwing in the bag as well.
Yeah.
That's just a bonus.
That's it, if you nail the pick. Now, I just want some clarification.
Okay.
Because one of the picks is trading away.
Uh-huh.
And so that means basically no pick.
No pick.
Now, you can't say trade back or trade up unless you say trade back and take this player.
Right. So if the Spurs make a move and they go from, say, 20 to 10, that's fine. But who are they going to take then at number 10?
But that trade away doesn't mean if there's a trade, that's
Tradeaway's trading away.
Basically, no name, no pick.
No name, no pick.
No name, no pick.
They just added some picks for tomorrow night or in the future.
Well, let's hope it's not for tomorrow night.
Well, I hope not either. I got 3 already as of now.
I know this is not new, but when the hell is the NBA making this a 2-day thing?
I have no idea.
I mean, I remember a couple years ago there was some drama on day 2 because when was Bronny going to get taken? Right?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I mean, when was the last time you knew anybody that was taken in the second round?
Jalen Brunson. The Joker.
That you were excited about seeing where he was getting taken.
No,
I know there's been second-round players that have done well, but nobody that you've cared about.
No, because typically in the second round, at least history tells us, maybe not recent history, but history mostly with the Spurs is they draft and stash in the second round. So,
all right.
What do we got? We got somebody?
We got Kevin.
All right, Kevin.
Kevin, you're on the Blitz. Who are the Spurs going to take tonight?
Well, I mean, guys have already said the two people that I thought they were going to pick, but I'll go with Terrace Reed Jr. out of UConn.
All right.
He's a older center and a big body that we need down low, and he should be more pro-ready than some of the younger guys.
I've seen a mock draft. I've seen a mock draft that has him listed, so I don't think that's a wild pick. And that's the beauty of this contest, Kevin, and everybody else. I think all of these picks are possibilities.
Except for the dude from Arizona.
Well, except for Catherine's pick of Barry's, but she's a homer, and that's okay.
Well, and it's a guard. I don't want a guard.
No, I don't want a guard either.
I don't want a guard.
And nobody picked that cheese ball out of Iowa either, so that's a good thing.
Cheese ball out of Iowa.
Uh-huh.
He's probably going to be really good.
I'm sure he is.
But not what they need.
Not what they need. So congratulations. We have our 8 finalists, so watch tonight, and obviously you'll know if you won or not.
In the draft, if you're not watching, you're driving around, we'll be right here on 94.1.
Absolutely. Starts at 6:30.
At 6:30. So Pledge has, what, a 30-minute show
30-minute show.
30-minute show.
Yeah, he does.
Uh-huh.
He does. So.
Yep.
Awesome. And now I'm looking forward to it. We've talked about it. We figured it. And there's all kinds of rumors out there. Another one that says the Spurs are more likely to trade up in the draft, which means go from 20 up and get a better pick than to get out of the draft. So you take that for what it's worth, but we just saw that tweet a few minutes ago.
Yeah, one other quick thing. Tom Pelissero's got a tweet about Brendan Sorsby from his attorney, because this story apparently isn't going away. And if you've been away all day, the NFL decided today they were not going to have a supplemental draft. Basically, Roger Goodell saying it's a privilege, not a right. And you exhausted all your college legal ways, and you can't just say, oh, screw it, I'm going to the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some things in there about accountability. So the agent for Sorsby said, quote, in late April, they inquired with the NFL about the process for gaining entry into the draft. The response from the league was that all that was required was a short application that needed to be submitted prior to June 22. At no point did the NFL indicate that it would need or want to review anything other than the application itself, or that submitting the application at or close to the deadline would have any impact on the NFL's consideration. Find that kind of interesting, because they feel like they did everything right, but the NFL said, you know what, dude, legal, from a legal standpoint, you are gambling. You haven't taken any kind of real accountability in their eyes. You're not allowed to just jump to the NFL.
Well, and not only that, it is at the NFL's discretion to have a supplemental draft. And from reading the article a couple of them today, they haven't had one in the last 7 years. So, I mean, it's not something they have every year. They have it at their discretion. And not to mention the fact that Brendan Sorsby was the only draftee.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all of those things, I think, fit in there. But I think you're right. At the end of the day, I think when you're talking about Roger Goodell saying, hey, young man, you ain't just going to skip into the NFL, and it just ain't going to happen. So there you go. I look, if there's a challenge, there's a challenge. We'll see where that goes, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
Yeah, no, again, you're not, I don't know, the entitlement from Sorsby. Well, I'll just go play in the NFL then. It's not that easy. Although there's probably a lot of teams that are just as disappointed, thinking they could get a first-round talent for either a third or fourth-round pick type of deal, maybe a second-round pick.
Yep.
Stash them, let them groom for a little while, but an easier way to get possibly a future face of your franchise, although the baggage that would come with it. Every time he threw a pick or a bad pass, you'd wonder if he had money on the game.
Exactly. But what that does do, if he gets his act together, the draft next year is going to be loaded with quality quarterbacks. Loaded. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. You know what we do every Tuesday about this time? We get you caught up on the injuries. We call it the Injury Update, powered by the Sports Institute at TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine, online at TSAOG.com. Let's welcome on the Buyers Barricades guest line, Dr. Christopher Tucker. And Doc, appreciate the time. I want to start with the little World Cup. And, you know, one of the star players for Team USA has been dealing with a bit of a calf injury. He working out with the team, but in a meaningless game Thursday, would it be worth even playing him if he's dealt with this calf injury?
Yeah, hey, guys. Good to be on. Thanks for having me again. Yeah, good question. I know we've talked about calf injuries a bunch when there was that rash of them back in the NBA, if you remember back in the fall. A little bit different here with the World Cup. Obviously excited as everybody to be watching it. Yeah, it's a tough one. Like we talked about before, the calf strains run a wide spectrum, you know, from minimal, you know, minor pain to a more severe injury. Obviously, he doesn't have a severe Achilles tear or something at that end of the spectrum where he'd be out. Your thoughts are fairly valid, though, as far as what's the value in playing him in a throwaway game, so to speak. You know, obviously, I'm not the one making the decisions on that. But from a medical standpoint, you know, rest and recovery is critical, especially in these tournaments where it's over a finite time period and you only have X number of days between competitions to recover. You know, it could be worth the value of using that time to kind of just continue to rehab them. Then again, I don't know the severity of the injury, but, you know, even a few days with a calf injury can really make a huge difference in the amount of recovery, strength, flexibility that you can regain.
You know, Doc, he missed the first two games for the United States. And, again, this game against Turkey on Thursday is meaningless. It doesn't matter. The United States has already punched its ticket to the next round. But I've heard reports that they want to get him a little bit of run just to get some rhythm back before they get into a game that means something. If in that case, and I know we don't know the severity of the calf, but if you were the doc, I mean, is that something, and you've cleared him already to practice, I mean, is that something that you might recommend?
Yeah, that sounds very reasonable. I mean, this is analogous to kind of the minor league starts for, you know, baseball pitchers trying to come back from an injury where you're trying to get them some game time in competition because, you know, everyone knows competition level of intensity is higher than practice or scrimmage even against your own, you know, teammates. But sounds like he's recovered enough to play. They just want to, you know, have some caution. So, you know, on that front, sounds very reasonable. And, you know, if I knew all the details, that sounds something that would be consistent with what we do.
Dr. Christopher Tucker here on the Blitz with our injury update. And I know, Doc, I'm going to start this with a statement that you can't answer. But is it time that we ban those resistant bands? You remember the dude from the Indianapolis Colts had one pop and take an eye? Same thing has happened with Wenzel Perez of the Detroit Tigers. He got hit in the face by his resistance band.
I was wondering which of these freak accidents you're going to ask me about. I'm glad it's not the groin baseball injury.
Oh, that's next.
That's coming,
yeah,
Doc.
that's next.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, I mean, gosh, what a sad freak accident. Don't know what happened. Obviously smacked him in the face. Hopefully it's not a severe eye injury and it's just, you know, a bruise or, you know, something like that. But gosh, I mean, you know, eyesight's important to everybody, but, you know, especially, you know, baseball players trying to probably do one of the hardest things in baseball, you know, in sports to hit a baseball. You know, hopefully it's not something severe, but gosh, you just have to imagine there's got to be a risk-benefit ratio here where, you know, having some band that's pulled tension enough to come back and smack you in the face. I mean, I don't know what he was doing, but, you know, it didn't sound like it was ideal.
Well, and that brings up this, Doc. I mean, pay attention, right? I mean, obviously, you know, stop talking to everybody and pay attention to what you're doing. If you're doing that, you're probably going to be just fine.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Hindsight's 20/20, or in his case, you know, it's in one eye. But you know, gosh, you're right. I mean, you know, the amount of value on, you know, somebody like him playing is certainly, you know, worth not messing around a little bit.
All right, Doc, you brought it up. Jazz Chisholm had a ball bounce off the ground and hit him in the
the groin area.
They call it he had to leave the game because of a potential growing injury. you have a baseball hit you there. I don't think potential needs to be a word used in the sentence.
Yeah, it's tough. Obviously, a little bit outside my scope of practice, with the urologic injuries. But as sports physicians, we cover teams with all kinds of stuff. These are tough. Obviously, I hope it's nothing severe. Groin, genital injuries, blunt trauma to that area can be pretty significant, life-changing. As far as reproductive aspects, you can have a testicular contusion or even, worst case scenario, some sort of permanent damage. But, hopefully it's just a real bad bruise, a lot of swelling, going to need some ice, kind of think of it as kind of like, somebody getting a vasectomy, you got to take some time off, but long-term function isn't going to be impaired. You just kind of got to get over the short-term pain and swelling. So wishing him the best, hoping that's all it is.
A bag of frozen vegetables. Yeah, that's a recommend. Now, Pledge just put something up, Doc, that Rangers pitcher Jack Leiter is out until at least August. He had ankle surgery to remove loose bodies. First of all, what does that mean? And is that an injury that's that can keep you out a month or so?
Yeah, so loose bodies, they're referring to, fragments or particles that are inside the actual ankle joint, the hinge. So, typically in an athlete, that's like a piece of cartilage, the actual, lubrication to the joint breaks free. That can be, from an old sprain that never healed. That could be a traumatic injury from a bad fall, or just kind of some premature wear and tear that a little piece of cartilage broke off. And if it's floating in your joint, it's kind of having a rock in your shoe. The treatment is get it out, get over the soreness, and then hopefully get back to it. So, yeah, it sounds like I suspect they did it arthroscopically, which is minimally invasive, a couple poke holes, blow up the joint with some fluid. Basically, the old game of operation, you kind of fish it out and then, close them up. So, ideally, you're right. This is a couple weeks to let the skin heal, another week or two to kind of just rehab and get your strength back, and that's all it is.
Dr. Christopher Tucker, always appreciate the knowledge and insight, my friend.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on, guys. Have a great day.
Appreciate it. The injury update powered by the Sports Institute at TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine, online at TSAOG.com.
It is time for the NBA Draft. James Pledger, Extra Innings with Pledge. That's coming up next here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. And then the draft right here on 94.1 at 6:30. Wake up early with the fellas on the Morning Huddle. AJ and Rob, they will have your first reaction to whatever happens tonight. And then Minix and I will be back here to react to whatever happens tonight at 2 o'clock. Until then, have a great night, everybody.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star is KTFM.